si Jen, okay na ni?
Saan mo ituan dyan?
Holy Father, we pray to all Filipinos, our fellow Sunlifers, as well as their families, and ask that you protect us from this pandemic spreading across the Philippines and the world. We pray that you heal all those who are already afflicted with the disease and those who mourn the loss of their loved ones due to the virus. Heavenly Father, we pray that our immune system is strong enough to resist the coronavirus and all diseases. We pray not only for our health, but also for a sound mind in this time of uncertainty. Almighty Father, through your Spirit, strengthen us and help us all overcome this difficult time. We ask that you send us a wave of calm, comfort us in these days of distress, so that we may know that by your grace, we will be able to live a brighter and healthier life in the days to come. These prayers we bring to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Jeff, for that very beautiful and heartwarming prayer, and the sound effects really gave a different impact to it. So, there. So this afternoon, as we saw, that the next is okay. So welcome. So I'll be your host this afternoon. Thank you, Jace, for this very beautiful picture, and it looks very professional, our meeting. So even during our meetings, wow, we're very professional with everything. So for my welcome remarks, first of all, I want to surprise. I have a surprise. So I will now show myself na tapos na to. Thank you for that, kayo, Jace. So please on your video so we see everybody's face. Even if everybody is muted, ayan, so you can see everybody. So like we're all virtually seeing each other. Ayan. Okay. So first up is we have first up I have a surprise. So during this ECQ period, I have noticed that several of us were very active and joining trainings or keep getting involved even in this period. So I'd like to give an award. I'm giving out 1,000 to those who attended at least 10 trainings. And I know because these people always chat me, nag-start na ba dyan? Or mag-link na, oh, are we, unsay, what are the news today? So number one, who's always actively chatting, John, and I will unmute to everybody para bibo, ha? Unmute all, ayan. So, ayan, para makadungog at anan, and makachika, ana. So, number one is, actually, Beth, congratulations. You win 1,000 for always joining the training. She has joined at least 10 trainings. And then next is Katrina Gobonseng, who's also always attending. Next, si Jefferson, who's also attending. I know kasi laging nagchat-chat din. Those who at least attended 10 sessions. And of course, si Jen Zeta. So these are the 4 who has been actively attending trainings. Congratulations. Next, we have naman, even if they didn't attend, especially sila kay maski way attend, may benta, may application. So to them, have a special surprise. I'm giving out 2,000 each to Jaisal and Zai for submitting applications. Congrats!
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, UL.
Thank you.
And then we have a surprise that will be coming also from the branch sharing. So Auntie Mary will also show that after. So it's for everybody. So ayan. Uncle James is coming in na. Hello, Uncle James. Oh, naputol. But okay. So that was our double surprise. Oh, don't you like our meeting start pa lang? May pera na. So
Na-shock me, na-shock.
Shock, ayan. So, okay. Now we will, I will be sharing to you how did we perform, okay, for this first quarter. Okay, I will show to everybody how we performed during the first quarter. Yan. So, I'm very honored and proud as your unit manager that first quarter, everybody, well, except for the rookies, no, that just got coded, everybody hit the 45,000. That is target. And in fact, many exceeded our targets that every quarter, for example, for validation lang, no? But then there are some, like let's say, don't worry, like si Jen, because sa Lanao, it's quite challenging that very far ang banks and many closed areas, so that's why it's your hair. But bawit Regina after, don't worry, Regina, Jen. We have a solution here sa Lanao. So okay, so Roger has, from January to April, Roger, you have 77,000. Kat, you have 97,000 AC. So I highlighted in yellow, as you can see here, this is the year to date. Wag na lang natin tingnan ang month to date kasi na-lockdown itong pag-April, what naka-collect or what tayo kabenta. So year to date lang. Okay, so next, si Kathleen is 1.5. Si Zai, 184,000. Wow, Zai, you already validated for the year. Congratulations. Okay, Auntie Georgette, 77,000. Vincent, he just got coded last March. You already sold 2 applications, 5,000 AC. Very good, Vince. So next, Auntie Christine, 126,000. So almost validated for the year already. Tita, wow, 173,000. You just locked 7,000. Your quota for the year is already done. Pero hindi tayo ma-happy sa ganyan na AC. Lakihan natin para mas jolly ang ating taon. Okay, next, Johnson, 74,000. Jefferson, 94,000. Achibibet, 41,000. Wala lang ako ang mga hundreds, ha? Harney, 47,000. Jaisel, top hitter for the quarter. Congratulations, 202,000.
Wow.
And then, ayan, si Gen Z, wala pa, pero upcoming na, may papasok na. So, ang ano lang talaga sa challenge lang yun. So, ayan. I will unmute all to congratulate everybody. Ayan, naka-unmute na pala lahat. So, kuan. So this is how we fared during the first quarter. So as we notice here, we submitted at the unit 90 applications. That means we submit 30 applications per month. Let's say kay March or April, wala mag specific benta pag yun, no? Kay our remote selling just started 2 weeks ago. So that means we have 1 application sold every day. And kuan kay 30 applications man tayo a month. So our total AC for the quarter is 101.2 million. So we average 400,000 AC per month. So very good. That's 100,000 AC per week. Galing. Thank you everybody for your contributions. And then I like to share here that the more apps we have also, it also translates to having AC. Like example, JFIL has 17 applications. It also translated to 2,000 AC. Because before, we think, oh, mag-wait lang ta for the big cases. Kaya, you know, di na lang ta mo patulan ng smaller cases. But now, we realize we also need smaller cases to help us with our bonuses. And also, because of the case count, AC naturally follows. So, it all, like example here, Tita had 14 applications. She also hit 173,000. Zai with 12.6 hit 180,000. So if you notice here, Auntie Georgia 14, 77,000. So the more applications, AC follows as well. But there are also instances that we were able to sell out bigger cases and then we have bigger case size. So all production is kanang appreciated and we are helping people. So thank you very much. So in line with that, I'd like to show that this quarter, we have, ayan. So if you notice here, this is an email sent just 2 days ago. This is not our regular summer campaign because we are on a lockdown, but see, it's timely that our theme for this quarter is beyond commitments. So if we are able to submit applications, Sun Life will give 125 peso to foundation on our behalf So aside from that, Sun Life will be giving those who are able to submit application certificate of donation to all advisors who participate. It is an e-certificate wherein you can post on your Facebook wall as stated by the sales team. And aside from that, there is as well special shirt that will be given out. So where's the koan? Okay, so this is the yan. So this is the special cert. Ayan, as mentioned, certificate will be given to advisors who produce from April 13 to June 25. And they will be given a digital copy to share on their social media. E-apps and paper apps are counted. So, ayan, so we will be sharing more about that. So, e-apps and paper apps. So, personally, sa ating team, what we were able to submit from Jace and Zai are paper applications because for initially, when we studied it, parang mas madali talaga itong paper kasi nasanay na tayo. And then we just have to pick it. So that's what I like to emphasize and share to everybody na we do not need an iPad to be able to sell this quarter. We just need to have the paper applications. If naubusan na tayo ng paper application, we can just log in sa portal, merong PDF file, editable version. So you can edit it right there. But then for those who like to print it and do handwritten, you can also do so. So we try to simplify for the meantime because if we force na mag-i-app na tayo and as much as gusto ni Sun Life at gusto, kahit tayo gusto din naman mag-i-app, but there is still a learning curve. So instead of focusing on that learning curve, focus na lang tayo magbenta. So ayan. So application will be based on submission. Ayan, frontliners will be determined. So this is the promo. So ayan. Now I will be sharing how we fared for our Macaulay update. So this is our first. Let me refresh to you. What was the Macaulay target ba? Ayan. So okay. Just this week, this was launched that there will be reduced requirements for Macaulay. Hooray! In fact, some of us here already qualified. So later I will show you. So as we can see here, originally, remember the Macaulay Club is bronze 570,036 lives. So that was the original target. But because of this situation, it has been lowered to 25%. So the new reduced requirement is 27 lives and 420,000 BC. So this, and then for example, if we go for SBP, sample for Jeff, original is 36 lives, 2.3, now reduced to 1.7. So there are two options now, option A, original, and option B, the reduced one. So here are the guidelines. It's the production from July to June. Okay, so we still have May and June, 2 months to go. For persistency, this is what I like to emphasize. There is no change. There is still a need of 82% to be, for those with persistency in the 25th month, at least 82% to be qualified. But the good news is, as you can see in number 2, they will be basing the hire of March 20 or June 20. Why did they do this? Kasi syempre, ang daming uncollected ngayon na those who likes to pay but are not able to pay. So they will be gauging March or June. And later, I will show to ating team na mostly March natin lahat pasado. So wala tayong problema sa persistency. So congratulations, guys. That means that most of our business are persistent, meaning the client understood and the client are continuing to contribute their policies. Congratulations. So number 3, there are changes in cash bonus as well. Amount will be based whether we buy for the original or the revised version. So as you can see here, if original sa bronze is 5,000 and then the revised version is 3,750. So reduce din ang price ng 25%. So this is not the only price that we can get. So okay, I'll be moving to the next slide. Okay, so I like to show this next slide. Okay. Sorry, this was a continuation kanina for those who are able to submit, no? If there is kasi that they will give a double life count bonus this quarter if you submit at least 3 via e-app. So someone was trying to promote now, you submit through iPad, then they will double count the life you submit 150,000 AC. So if, for example naman, they will triple the lives count if we hit 300,000 AC and we submit via e-app. So yan din yung advantage if we do the version. Okay? So that's for the Macaulay natin na promotions. So please stand by for further announcement. Diba? First timers mostly here sa atin. Okay, let me name out the first timers that who are buying. Si Zai, si Auntie Georgette, si Jaisel, si Tita, Roger, who are our first timers pa. At si Bibet, Gen Z, we have 7 first timers who are buying. Si Kat and si Jeff are already second timers, okay? So let me verify, basta first timer tayo, even if we hit bronze 570 or the new one 420, automatically qualified tayo for the incentive trip. But you know, ngayon walang trips available. So number 6, please stand by. As you can see here, Shangri-La and Nagoya, Japan, we acknowledge that some are requesting for cash conversion as early as now. We shall announce soonest when plans are final. Please expect some changes on how the Macaulay recognition and business session and the items will be delivered. It will be announced soon, but more or less, instead of the trip cost, perhaps that will be given to us. So normally the local trip is around 20,000 and the international trip is around 35,000. That's my conservative estimate. So if that pushes through, that should be given out na instead of the trip. So cash na for the meantime because of our social distancing. So any questions? Wala pa? The mic is on. Okay pa, everybody? Sige, so I will proceed. So next is, next after that, because I will be showing now how did we do for our Macaulay. Ayan. So you may do screenshots ha, para you have a guide sa inyo. And also, I can email or send this to Messenger after. So welcome to do screenshots. So this one, it's our Macaulay update. So it started July to, of course, coming June. But as you notice here, I got the production June 26 because the cutoff of June is June 25. So June 26, that already is counted for July. So as we notice here, ayan, how did everybody fare? Congratulations. We'll start with Roger. Roger is now with 25th month persistency, 88% persistency, 26 apps, 271 AC. So, ayan. So, the balance is 298. And for lives, it's 9.3. And then, there's an option B. So, if option B, Rog just lacks 0.30 na lang. In fact, that's less than 1 life for the lives and 148,000 AC. Okay, for Cat, 550,000. Wow, Cat. In terms of AC, it's just 20,000 left na lang. So technically, that's already done. But sa ating lives count lang, yan yung medyo challenge natin. So we have an option in case ilang mahirapan tayo sa lives, we can go for option B. If you go for option B, Kat, you are done with AC. In fact, sobra na. And then for your life, 0.8 na lang. So meaning, if you are able to submit double life count, apat, e-app, and it might hit 150, you're already done with your lives. Now, if you can do 300,000 AC, you just need to submit 3 lives, you're already done with your lives. Kasi through e-app, triple ang imuhang life count. Okay? For Zai, for 25th month persistency, I base it on March 2020 because there were Zai is on her upcoming third year na, so that's what 84. But if you base it on the 13th month, that was 70 plus. So I will have to verify with your side. And below 13th month. So you have now 35.6 application, 0.4 na lang kulang, Zai. But this is not included pa yung sinubmit mo this week. So technically, you're done with your lives count. In terms of your AC count, you lack 203,000 if you go for option A. But if we go for option B, 53,000 AC, sobra, you have already excess na for your lives. You submitted this week 45,000 AC. So Zai, congratulations. I think you're already good as done. 8,000 na lang kulang mo.
That's 8.
Okay? Auntie Georgia, you have 37 lives, 319,000. And then your balance is 250,000 and excess na imong lives. But if you go for option B, Auntie, 100,000 na lang ang kulang mo. And then sa lives, wala na, sobra na. So, ayan, we will then strategize and have coaching sessions one-on-one, or we can do group sessions then na coaching, how we can achieve this. Okay? So, ayan, so, isa-isahin lahat because matatagalan tayo, no? So, please screenshot na lang, and then what we just have to emphasize lang here is it's either we go for option A and option B. If mas kulang tayo sa lives, then we can do work on our lives. So pag ganon, I would recommend mag-e-app tayo. So maka-double or triple life count. If kulang naman sa AC, then we can go for case sizes. So just ask me, we will strategize individually. Ayan, we can do group sharing. So thank you for this Macaulay update is done. Now, I will be sharing Auntie Mary, our branch manager. Good afternoon, Auntie. Thank you for joining us. So the floor is yours, Auntie. This was launched yesterday. Ayan. Hi, Auntie.
I-unmute ni Auntie T.
Okay, unmute na.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I want to congratulate you that you have done a very good job for the first time. All of you have good performance.
Hello, Auntie. You're cutting in, Auntie. Hello.
Paingay. I do not know why. Okay?
Ayan, yan. Mas clear na, Auntie.
Okay. I want to congratulate all of you that you have done a very good job for the first quarter up to April. As just a few step going to especially ngayon, it's kind of ingay eh.
Okay, I will mute everybody, Auntie, except you. Ayan, okay, mute all except Auntie Mary. Ayan, okay.
Now, nobody anticipated that we're going to have a pandemic, and we anticipate that we will have the lockdown. It's quite sudden, and then it really disturb everybody's schedules and everybody's doing everybody's way of life. So, however, we should be optimistic, because what the company did is immediately the company came to our rescue and started to think how we can continue to sell through remote. So that's why I think, but again, anything new is quite difficult. I understand that. So I am looking at, so I came out with a branch promo to reward those who will do the remote selling as soon as possible. Well, I know it's quite a challenge nowadays to do something new, and especially it's all remote. I'm so happy also to learn from Jennifer that she has asked you all to do the usual usual proposal and all the papers applications, and all she did is just zip all your files and send it to to the head office. I think that's a very good idea, Jennifer. And
Thank you.
that will be faster because by PFQ, PDF, it's faster. If you do it by email, which the e-app is doing, it will be quite a while before the e-app arrive, or let's just you will have the return confirmation. So this one I thought of that because I came up with the branch promo in collaboration with all the managers, your immediate managers, that we would like to reward you on something that you are quite new and you still have to go through the learning curve, okay? So we will have, we are offering the first applications you submit through remote selling, 3,000 cash reward will be given. And the condition is that this must be closed during the ECQ. Exclusion of own life and immediate family. And it is, like I said, it is a 50-50 sharing between BM and immediate manager. And this one will run through May 15, okay, hanggang May 15. So because what we want you to do is that we are creating urgency for you to really set your mind into studying how to do the remote selling, and then how to do it remotely, how to submit your application remotely. Because usually when we have something new, we kind of like, mahirap ang nauna naisip natin, parang mahirap, ayoko na, parang gano'n. But no, actually it's the same. And we should look at this site nga. We are so lucky to be in this career because we are lucky. We can continue to do our thing. Thanks to Sun Life, because Sun Life was very quick in the support in all the learnings and all the remote selling and the everything. Sun Life is so fast. Imagine they came out with how you can pay and then how you can withdraw your dividend. Everything is as in normal. But again, after the lockdown, why I'm giving this also branch promo, because I want you to be well equipped and well capable of doing the app as in what you were doing before. Because after the lockdown, I don't believe that we can easily go back to normal, okay? In fact, I'm looking at up to year 2021 because normal is actually no normal. When you look at China, they say Wuhan is clean of China is clean of coronavirus. But despite that, everybody is still wearing masks, and the children go to school wearing masks and then wearing jacket and wearing a plastic coat over and above the mask. So can you imagine talaga this will be here for quite some time before going normal. That's why we want you to really be well versed with how to do the remote selling. Okay. So, any question? Any question?
Unmute everybody.
Okay.
Yan. Ask questions.
No? I understand. I learned.
Wala pa? You can check it.
Jennifer and Zaira has already applications. Diba?
Yes,
Tama?
ma'am.
Tama?
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations. That's quite challenge doing that during this time, because what we want is how did you sell doing how did you do remote selling?
Remote selling, ma'am. I
Oh, wait. Hold on. I will unmute Zai. Okay. So, unmute. Ayan, so Zai?
Okay, right?
Oh,
okay. Bali ma'am, kasi yung product ko na nabenta through remote selling is the Maxi One. So bali, I took advantage of the low PSEI since mababa ngayon yung market. Yun yung in-offer ko sa client.
Tama.
So
tama.
kumuha naman.
That's good. That's good. Kasi that's exactly what you should do. You should also understand that the PSE is quite low. This is actually the opportunity to selling point. Okay. How about
Wait lang. Unmute and unmute. Ayan. Okay, so Zai will be the one to share how she was able to close the application. And so Zai is an August Champion Medallion awardee. So from January to March, top 1 in Visayas as to AFYP sa ISO na report. This is official. And top 1 in Iloilo in AFYP as well as in AC sa Iloilo. So this report came from Sir Edwin. Congratulations, Zai. So
Thank you.
we have questions for Zai. So there were guide questions sent to Zai. So she will be discussing about it. So take the floor, Zai.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Everyone's
okay,
muted.
clear?
Okay. Yeah. You
Clear?
can chat, ha? You can chat, ha, for your questions.
Okay.
Or raise hand. Okay.
Sinulat ko yung iba para hindi ako maligaw. I was given 4 questions about single pay to answer. But before I answer these questions, let us first have an overview of what is an MaxiLink One and how I introduce it to my clients. There are 3 things I usually consider before offering the single pay. I only offer this to clients that first gusto ng investment. Mas prefer niya ni client ang investment over insurance. And next is meron siyang spare money. Yung fund is hindi galing sa operational fund niya. And next, third, client must understand the volatility of the market. Alam niya ang risk of a not guaranteed investment. So this is how I introduce or explain the product to the client. Maxi One is a VUL product of Sun Life. VUL is a 2-in-1 product. It's an insurance plus investment. So insured ka na, may savings ka pa. But this Maxi One is a single pay VUL. This is a more on investment side. The whole amount you will be paying will be investment with 25% free insurance. So for example, when you invest 1 million, meron kang 1 million na investment plus 250,000 na insurance coverage. It's like an investment na nilagyan ng insurance para ma-fall siya sa category ng insurance. Because as we all know, insurance is not subject to tax and it cannot be investigated in court. So parang pag ganyan yung explanation ko, parang may interested ang client kasi hindi siya subject to tax. Okay, next. So, proceed sa first question was, how did you convince client to invest now when there is so much uncertainty? Actually, I'm showing them figures and actual cases. For example, I have a client who invested noong November 2018 when the market was down around 6.9 yung PSEI. He invested 1.7. Then a few months after, nag-gain siya mga 15%. So meron akong screenshot noon tapos pinapakita ko sa mga ino-offeran ko. Tapos ina-explain from that screenshot, ina-explain ko sa kanila how the single pay works. So this ECQ, I told clients na very timely and best time to invest kasi mababa yung PSEI. Tapos next question, can you give a quick overview of index, equity bonds, money market? What fund did you recommend and why? Actually, funds, we can classify funds into three parts: the aggressive, the moderate, and the conservative. Sa aggressive, pwede na, under sa aggressive is yung index and equity. Aggressive is high return, but of course, higher risk of losses, then very volatile. Sa moderate, fixed income like bonds, for example, government bonds, meron siyang mga 5% na fixed income. Tapos yung conservative, yun yung money market. Para siyang slow but sure, almost guaranteed, very minimal gain ba ito yung fund for parking kasi hindi siya naapektuhan ng volatility. Since si client kumuha siya ng Maxi One for investment, of course, gusto niya ng higher return. So, sinasuggest ko aggressive fund. And between index and equity, sinasuggest ko yung index kasi yung index, it mirrors the PSEI. Tapos pag index kasi, madali siyang i-monitor. If mababa ang PSEI, of course, lugi. Pag mataas PSEI, gain. Halimbawa, for example, pumasok si client ng 7,000, na-settle yung application niya sa 7,000 na PSEI. So pag the PSEI will go more than 7,000, gain na siya. O pag nag-below sa 7,000, lugi siya. So mas madali siyang i-explain or i-monitor. Next is, can client withdraw her money in case of emergency or nakalock in siya, and how much entry exit fees? Actually, client can withdraw his investment anytime. Wala siyang lock in. Kaya lang, the withdrawal will be subject to charges. On the first year, 5%, second year, 4%, and 4, 3, 2, 1. On the 5th year onwards, wala na siyang charges. Pero yung kung ano yung i-withdraw niya, yun lang yung may charge. Halimbawa, yung investment niya is ng 1 million, kukunin niya yung fund value naging 1.2, kukunin niya yung gain 200,000, yung 200,000 lang yung subject for charges. And the last question, if nag-earn na, pwede ba earnings lang i-out? Ang principal amount, what happens? Guaranteed na ba safe? Kapag nag-earn na, pwede, of course, pwedeng i-out yung earnings kasi para ma-earn niya na para ma-enjoy, para ma-enjoy niya na yung kanyang kita. So, it is always advisable na i-withdraw yung kita. And then, kapag mataas na yung value, yung PSEI, withdraw ang earnings, dyan pwedeng itira yung principal or kung magkano amount na gusto niyang itira, and then we can switch it to money market na fund, yung conservative na fund, para hindi na siya maapektuhan ng volatility. Tapos antay naman ng bumaba yung market para is-switch na naman into index. Yun yung ginagawa ko sa mga accounts ng clients ko. Inaabangan ko yung up and down.
Okay. So, any questions? Okay, I will open the unmute all. Ayan. So, any questions about single pay? I will show everybody's face na. Ayan. Yan, si Auntie Mary.
I just want to add something. talking about nga withdrawal of of your funds from your max of your single pay. This apply to mutual fund, pure mutual fund of but I'm not so sure that this would apply to the single pay. In mutual fund, if you do 10% per year, there is no charge. Walang
Wait,
charge.
wait. I will mute all, Auntie, and let you speak. Kay para... Ayan. So, si Auntie Mary na. Ayan. Okay.
To add na, regarding the kasi the usual concern of people when they put in their single premium fund, they would think how soon can I withdraw? Just in case I need money, can I withdraw? Okay, so well, tama si Zaira, pwede nga mag-withdraw anytime, but it will be subjected to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, diba? First to 50 years. The thing is, with Plumsy pure investment, you can withdraw 10% without any charges per year. But I'm not so sure nga with single pay. I will verify on that. Yeah? Example, your investment is 5 million. You just withdraw 500,000. That is not subjected to any charges.
So that's why in the future, when mag-open na ulit ang licensing for Slumsy, we also have candidates here na who are wanting to take. In fact, they were supposed to take this March, but because na hindi nga natuloy, so walang wala pang ma-license sa ating Slumsy.
Yeah.
So
options in selling it, diba? So regardless, when there's opportunity, when there's license, just take it. Just take it lang. Kasi it might come in it might come in handy when you need that, diba? But the focus should be our insurance pa rin.
Yes. So we have a question here from Jen Zeta. I-live di ka, Jen? Sige. So we can hear Jen Zeta, so we can see her. See, Jen is actually from Lanao. I will unmute you, Jen, so everybody can see you. Yan. Unmute. Sige, Jen, instead of you may ask it, or di na ko ma-override. Unmute audio. Yan. Jen?
Hi.
Okay, so si Jen Zeta.
Question, if ever diba, if mutaas na ang market, then i-switch nimo to money market ang unsa ni ang nabilin, ang kanang dili nimo i-withdraw, kailangan ba siya i-switch balik line funds if ever di ba short term naman ang money market?
Okay, so Zai, you please answer. Yan, so it's that.
Okay na. Actually, hindi naman kailangan na i-switch into money market. Pwede, you have an option na i-remain pa rin siya sa index fund. Like for example ngayon, yung client ko na nag-invest nung March before the lockdown, Iloilo lockdown, March 19, ngayon nag-invest siya ng 2 million. Ngayon, meron na siyang 20% na gain. So, pwede niya, kung gusto niya, pwede niya nang yung gain na yon. Tapos yung natira, I will not advise her na i-shift to money market sa ngayon. Kasi with the current PSEI, malaki pa yung chance na tumaas na mas mag-gain pa siya. Kasi kung i-shift na yung principal ngayon, kung i-shift niya sa money market, so wala nang chance or konti na lang talaga yung chance niya na mag-grow. So pero kung halimbawa peak na, parang nag 9,000 na, parang grabe ang taas-taas na to. So chance na yun na mag-withdraw or mag-switch into conservative fund kasi pag taas tendency bababa na naman yan. So kailangan i-shift siya sa money market at abangan na naman na bumaba tsaka ibalik sa aggressive fund. Kasi 'di ba, up and down, up and down. So kailangan timing, pag nag-down, pasok, pag up, i-money market, ganyan. Abangan.
Jane, can I say something? Jane?
Yes, Auntie. Yes, open.
I would like to add, Zaira, when you say your client earns 20% up, what is that fund coming from? What kind of fund? Equity, index, or what?
Index.
Index fund, ma'am. Yung pumasok na client ko noong, yung na-settle yung application niya na Maxi One was March 21. Ito lang, last month. March 21, she invested 2 million. Tapos, when I checked, actually last week, nung ang PSEI is naging 5.9, meron na siyang 500,000 plus na 500,000 plus na gain. Pero ngayon, bumaba na naman. So, bumaba yung PSEI natin ngayon. So, when I check, 400. So, that's still 20%.
Okay, since you guys don't have the mutual fund, but you can also transfer, actually this is the time to switching. You might miss the opportunity of a lifetime if you don't switch. Even in your policy, like when you reach 5,000, he earns 500,000, right? He switched all that some money because it's now down to 5.4 plus. So pag nasa money, you can come in na naman sa 5.4. Parang gano'n. You must actively switch na yon. Pero kaso lang, when coming from going to money market, it takes more than 5 years kaso lang, you might not catch the 5.4. So, is watch out for that na lang para ililipat mo. Was the highest. But again, all of you attended the branch meeting wherein you listen to
I will mute everybody naman para makip clear ulit niyo call. Wait lang, Auntie, ha? Ayan.
Si Zen Zeta, okay pa.
Ayan.
Can you unmute Zen and
Okay, I will unmute Jen Zeta. Okay, unmute Jen Zeta. Hold on. Jen, can you help me unmute your... Ayan, unmute na si Jen Zeta, Auntie. Okay.
Zaira, can you unmute Zaira?
Okay. Zai. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Kasi ganito, no? Kasi pag yung 5, kayo ba, if you attend the branch in Alan Pascual talk about the outlook of the market? Sa inyo ba? Lahat ba? Jen?
Wala, Auntie, because duty si mostly, like Zai is on duty sa bank, and mostly wala naka-attend sa update nga kuan. Pero I can share the slide, just a quick overview, but this was JJ book slide, Auntie. I will take it out just so they can see how the market is going. See, continue talking, Auntie, while I look for it.
Kasi look, kasi the market dropped in 21 or 22. It drops down to 4,006. If you are into it 4,006, wow, you met a lot of money, even single day. Diba?
Yun yung client ko, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, but 5.9, dapat ilabas mo muna ulit sa money market. Kaya every morning, so engrossed with the market, parang gano'n. And get out to the money market and you wait. Because ngayon is not going to normal. It's going up and down and up and down. This is not the usual volatility. This is based on the pandemic, because of the coronavirus. But you easily get, because if it is not new, like lockdown na naman ulit, expect na talaga bababa na naman siya. Ganon. This is the global scale. Okay. Yeah, kasi, okay. Na talaga, init weight na parang this weight, this the fifth wave is talaga nga, no, the fourth wave. We are in the fourth wave. So ito from down, go up, down, go up, and then from down. So we are practically going up. So by the end of the year, we will reach 2005. So parang labas-pasok mo muna. Pero invest going to money market, it takes a while to go to money market. Money market going to invest it one day. And when you switch also, so this single pay is as good as slum. So go on and sell single pay. If you don't have a mutual fund license, go. Exactly the same, because in regular pay, you have incoming premium every year. You have to take note na specify, I want to transfer nga yung previous now. Kasi if you say, transfer lang, they might thought na itong current premium lang na bayad mo. So it doesn't include the previous fund. Okay? So in single pay, parang pala Islam. See, pwede. Bantayan ninyo. Go to your advisor app and review all your clients' profile. And you will see that there's a lot of opportunity for you to make reselling. Okay? Sige.
Yes.
Go to your,
Okay. Okay, I noticed if 4 naka-unmute, nag-static na siya. So I think like dalawa-dalawa lang yung pwede natin i-kuhan. So do we have any question? I'll bring in Jen Zeta because she has experience before that when they got I will let Jen be the one to kuan. Sige Jen, kay you had an experience before that you lost money sa Maxiwa, not necessarily in Sun Life but sa PhilAm, similar like Money Tree. So sige Jen, because the reason why I'm also letting Jen share about this is because this is the good side story kay Zai, no, na nung pumasok siya, kumita yung client, but there is also the other side of it. If we do not know how to advise properly our client, or we do not know when to switch fund, when to withdraw, there is also a possibility of a loss. Because again, as I said, there are 3 things, diba? Number 1, this is investment. Number 2, it has to be your spare money, not something you would need, let's say in the year's time. And number 3, you have to consider the volatility. So when you say volatility, it goes up and down. So ngayon, timing, because Zai knows how to monitor na pag mababa, tsaka siya pumapasok. So how about us? How can we advise our clients? So Jen, what was your experience?
Hello.
Ayan, Jen. Sige, Jen.
As namon gud mi Money Tree sa PhilAm.
Video ni mo, Jen. Sige. Okay. Yan.
Namon gud mi Money Tree sa PhilAm 2013 pa siya. Then until now kay nag-negative pag siya, wala pag 2016 taas pa siya, but wala ning advice ang kanang among advisor nga mag-withdraw or anything. So mo nang until now wala gyud 8 years na siya or mag 9 years na, wala pa gyapon siya nagkuan. Wala pa siya gain, negative paghihapon. So unsay ana siya like i-change to siya ang funds. I-switch ang funds.
Okay, so I will let Zai, kinsa man atong ikuan Zai. Sige Zai. Yan. Sige Zai, can you expound? Okay, let's give you an overview lang why Zai knows single pay. So actually, Zai has been in the banking industry for the past 10 years, Zai, no? 10?
10.
10 years na siya sa bank industry. And also, Zai works hand in hand. The man behind, hindi nakikita, is John De La Cuesta, Zai's husband. He's actually there beside. Okay, John De La Cuesta is the top branch manager, Vismin, for Maybank. He's also, before 20 years connected with Allied Bank. So yeah, 20 years connected with Allied Bank. He was also one of the top branch managers because he knows how to properly advise the client when to switch, what to monitor. So just like the example, diba? Sa Zai was a good story. Pagpasok 1 month, kita agad 20%. But kay Jen, I'm so sorry. Can you imagine 2013? No, 2016, tumaas na sana. But wala out ang earnings. Wala naka-advise ang advisor. So ngayon, syempre nagbagsak na naman ang market 2020. So in 7 years time, Jen didn't make money kasi hindi niya na-out in 2016. So in fact ngayon, negative pa siya 7 years. So if we were the client, how would you feel, diba? Parang, what? Kung ganun, dapat nag-time deposit na lang ako. So ayan, Zai. So, advice or from John or kayo dalawa.
I think yung pinasukan kasi na fund nung PhilAm is, I don't know lang kung anong fund yon, pero it may be equity. Yun yung difference ng equity and index. Pareho silang aggressive, pero yung equity kasi, yung kanyang fund allocation, tawag nito, yung allocation
Yes.
ba ng investment allocation niya is nakadepende yon sa fund manager. Sa fund manager ni Sun Life, ni PhilAm, kung sino man yung nag-offer. Tapos, yung index fund naman is, it mirrors the PSEI talaga, yung stock market natin. So, kung ano yung composition ng PSEI, yun talaga yung index fund natin. So, mas madali siyang ma-monitor. Paano yan? So, mas madali siyang i-timing. Mas madaling maka-timing ba ng up and down. Unlike pag equity, hindi natin hindi ang hirap mag-timing kasi depende 'yon sa allocation ni fund manager. Yun yung difference.
Kasi depende yan sa di ba pag sinabi mo equity, sinasabi nila blue chips company yung i-invest.
Ayan, John, kita ka.
Kunyari, sa food, naka-invest siya sa Jollibee, McDonald's, tapos yung iba sa mining, or sa telecommunication. So pag equity kasi meron yang pang percentage nakalagay sa food, nakalagay sa 20% nakalagay sa food, 25% nakalagay sa mining, 25% another sa telecommunication. So kunyari ngayon down yung mining kasi wala nga COVID, walang production, walang work. So talagang babagsak yung market nila. So doon pa lang affected na yung funds. So talagang bababa siya ng sobra. Kasi nga walang production, walang operation. So unlike sa
Index.
yung sa index kasi yung tinitignan, yung nakikita, di ba, kasi yung PSEI.
Yung Philippine stock market.
Yung Philippine stock market. So, kahit na ano yung tawag doon?
Mas madali.
Kahit na sabi may mining, may communication, may food na tawag doon? Allocation. Hindi siya mahirap i-monitor kasi yung titignan lang talaga is yung performance ng PSEI. So, kunyari, ikaw, kung mag-i-invest ka, kung ipapa-invest mo yung kliyente mo sa Sun Life, pag index fund yung in-offer mo, yung titignan mo lang talaga kung magkano yung pumasok ka, magkano yung PSEI. Para yun lang yung iisipin mo. Hindi na yung parang daily ka magkano ba yung...
Oo. So, sa equity kasi, depende yon sa galing ng fund manager ng company. So, siguro yung sa PhilAm, i-check mo na kung anong fund pinasok yung investment na yon, na bakit loss pa siya, bakit sa 8 years, siguro tingnan ang history ng fund.
Oo. Kailan siya tumataas, kailan siya bumababa.
Tapos kung if meron silang, yun 'di ba, tayo meron index fund, sila yung iba kasi wala. So i-try din tanungin si PhilAm kung pwedeng i-shift. Kung meron silang switching.
Pero hindi, yung kliyente niya, PhilAm, sa'yo ba nag-invest or hindi? Sa,
Si
Advisor.
Jen mismo ang client.
siya mismo,
Ang
yung
advisor.
advisor mismo, yung client.
Oo.
Okay. Yung gawin mo na lang, check mo yung history. Kung pwede ka mag-login sa website nila, tignan mo yung history ng performance ng fund kung saan kanya pina-invest na fund. Tignan mo yung history, makikita mo yan kung kailan siya tumataas, kailan siya bumababa. Based doon mo siya abangan na month, i-check mo siguradong tataas yan.
Ayan. So thank you so much, John and Zai, for that
you.
very fun na input. So we will have a separate session talaga on single pay. This is an overview, and yet ang dami na nating na-realize about fund switching, kailan pumapasok, and of course, we have to consider the client's risk appetite. So we have many factors to consider. Hindi lang na, oh, basta kikita ka. But when the client asks, paano ko kikita? Are we able to explain? So these are the things that I'd also like to emphasize na we will be learning the difference between hard skills and soft skills. So yan yung some of sharing lang. So, okay. Because, for example, when you ask ngayon, sample si Zai, how is she able to close sample placement nung March 20, she was able to get 2 million. Tapos this week, may 1.5 million na naman. If we were the client at tinanong tayo, if we are able to answer the way John and Zai answer, how would you feel? Parang you feel, oh, they really know what they're talking about. So as advisors, we have to develop our hard skills, okay? If you see here, the hard skills are the technicals, like data and technical skills. As you can see, di ba? John was saying, you go back and track ang fund history niya. Tingnan mo ang fund fact sheet. And then ang asset allocation niya. So see, John was talking about statistics. He was sharing, he became a subject matter expert sila ni Zai. So pag ang client, sinabihan ng ganun, parang, okay, so, o nga, no, ganun pala gagawin. So it is very important as advisors that we have both hard and soft skills. Because sabi nga ni Melvin Esteban, the soft skills will get your client's attention na parang, uy, okay siya kausap pa. So, then parang, oh, interesting siya. So, how do we approach? How do we share our story? As you can see, how do we creative in sharing the ideas? So, dito naman sa soft skills, we have one master dyan, our very own si Jaisal KU, who was able to submit 10 applications na ha. But before that, papasok na yung okay, we are welcoming Lincoln. MC Lincoln is just got in. Ayan, pasok na siya. So I will give a brief introduction about Lincoln in 1 minute. Tapusin ko lang ito. Okay, so soft skills involve creativity. How do you share stories? Because there was a question, ma'am, kung ganon, ang hard skills closes the deal. The soft skills gets you the appointment, gets the client interested. So if we were to be both, saan mas important? Okay? What Melvin said, you need both. Hindi pwedeng isang skill lang. Magaling lang tayo sa technical, bahala na yung mga soft skills or the other way around. Right? Soft skills will get us the appointment, but the hard skills will make us close the deal. Okay? So if you say, oh, mas important ang hard skills kasi ito yung kaka-close eh. But ang tanong, if you only know hard skills, paano ka magkikipag-set ng appointment? Paano mo siya how do you keep the conversation interesting? How do you know what's the problem? So see, we have to have both. So in the upcoming sessions natin, because I would recommend that we will have Sunday meetings na like this so that we will continue to learn and get engaged. So upcoming session, we will have a session on this. In the meantime, thank you so much, Zai, John, for your sharing, Jen, for beautiful question, and Auntie Mary for all the inputs. Now we bring to you Lincoln. Lincoln is one of the youngest advisors of Sun Life. He's only 20 years old. He is a scholar, a medtech scholar in Cebu, and he is actually from Mindanao. So I met Lincoln through JCell. See, as you can see, si JCell, ang daming kaibigan, lahat kaibigan. So yan ang master ni JCell soft skills. So one time, Lincoln was in Cebu, so and JCell said, Jen, grabe kayo si Lincoln kasi he's early Macaulay Club qualifier this year. He was coded August 2019. So he is only 6 months pa lang siya. And now, he is already manager's candidate. And in fact, he is trying his best to become the next JV Badil. He will beat him but by being the youngest branch manager at 25 because he's only 20 now and he's already a MC. So, he's consistent top advisor sa branch nila and Jason shared to me that this quarter, first quarter, Lincoln was able to deliver Platinum 600,000 AC. He is only 20 years old. He is still studying in school. So how does he manage his time? And he is a scholar pa, so he has his grades to maintain. Medical field. So without further ado, lastly, Lincoln was able to close 6 apps already this remote season. And it's not just the tag 1,000. He has tag 120,000 premium a year, tag 10,000 a month. Meron siya na-close tag 6,000 a month. That's around 70,000 premium. So how was Lincoln able to do this? So Lincoln, thank you very much for gracing our meeting.
Thank you, Hi po,
Yan.
magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Hello po, happy Sunday. Hi po, BM. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Ate Jace, for inviting me here in your Zoom unit. So, kumusta po? Hello po.
All good. Hello,
Hi po,
Lincoln.
BM. Hello po. Thank you for inviting me here in via Zoom. So,
What branch are you, Lincoln?
so sharing na po ako sa dito po. I hope na meron po kayong matutunan kahit konti or ma-inspire my story po. Wait lang po. Tara.
Lincoln, what branch ka daw? Ask ni Auntie Mary.
I'm from Nara branch po.
Nara from Cagayan branch, but he is operating in Cebu ISO. Ayan, Lincoln, Sun Life Journey.
So, hello po. Magandang hapon po ulit sa inyo. So, by the way po, ako nga pala si Lincoln Bisanoy. So, I was coded last August 26, 2019. So, here is my Sun Life Journey as a rookie advisor. So, yan. Okay lang po ba, UM dyan? If naririnig niyo po ba ako? Hello, UM? Naririnig
Hello,
niyo?
Link. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay po. Kala ko ako lang magsasalita. Sige po, UM. So, yan po. So, anong nakikita niyo po ba dito? So, ito po yung mama ko po. She's a government teacher. So, from public. So, alam niyo naman po kung anong branding ng teacher. So, taga London, sabi nga nila, loan dito, loan doon. So, ayun. So, ayun, bakit ako nandito ni Sun Life. So, ito naman nakagaon yung ate ko. So, she's a currently civil engineering here in Cebu, CIT. So, at ito yung bunsong kapatid ko. So, itong picture na to, parang may kulang. So, itong picture na to, he is my father. So, parang nahihiya po siya magpa-picture kasi parang wala siyang stable job. Ayun, yung parang nahihiya siyang magpa-picture. So, but kahit ganyan yung papa ko po, love ko rin po naman yung papa ko. So, ayan. So, ito po yung resume ko po na isinend ko sa BM ko. Yung nag-apply po ako as a financial.
Wow, multi-awarded.
So, since elementary po, I was graduated valedictorian. Secondary, I'm a salutatorian, batch 2 in our high school, and in senior high school with honors. And tertiary po, I'm a Dean's Lister maintaining 1.5 GWA medical field, which is Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology. And also, I am a SSG president in our university. So dealing with 3,000 to 5,000 students in Southwestern University po. So, ayan po. So ito po yung academic milestone ko po. So siguro Lincoln yung pinangalan ng mama ko po kasi alam naman natin si Lincoln, he is a former President Abraham Lincoln. Kaya nga sabi nga niya na parang si Lincoln kasi smart daw, pero parang hindi naman siguro totoo kasi hindi naman ako matalino. Parang So, ito yung medals ko po. So, parang binili lang yan sa Tiangge. Joke. Joke lang. So ayun po. Yan po yung pinaghirapan ko po. Kasi nafe-feel ko po na hindi naman ako pinipressure ng magulang ko po. Pero gusto ko silang kahit ganito man lang yung maitulong ko. Alam niyo po. So, I'm still scholar po. So, how did I enter Sun Life? So, since 2017, I have already mutual funds. So, ganito po yung nangyari. So, that time, I'm from Dipolog City. So, it takes 8 to 10 hours going to Cagayan de Oro. So, alam niyo yun. So, nag-take ko ng scholarship exam. So, after that, I passed the university exam. So, doon, my free tuition fee, my free allowance at free dormitory. That time, sabi ng UM ko na financial advisor ko before na sabi niya, "Uy, Con, marunong ka ba mag-save?" Sabi ko, "Opo, UM." "Opo, ma'am." Sabi niya, "Gusto mo bang turuan kita mag-financial?" Alam mo yun? Tapos sabi ko, "Ano ba yun?" So, pinakilala niya sa akin si Sun Life. But before that, hindi talaga ako naniniwala kung sino si Sun Life. Kasi, alam niyo yun, kasi parang scam. Hindi talaga ako naniniwala sa Sun Life kasi I'm from province talaga. Tapos estudyante nga. So, ayun, hindi ko talaga alam. So, before that, nag-search ako muna kung sino si Sun Life. So, ayun, nakita ko si Sun Life. Nakita ko sila Sharo Santos, sila Piolo Pascual, silang Enchong D. So, ayun, sabi ko sa sarili ko, uy, legit pala to. So ayun, after that, fast forward, kumuha din ako ng MF. So, ayun, patuloy pa rin, naguhulog ako. So, akala ko patuloy yung blessing. Alam mo yun, yung meron akong policy at MF. So, itong dalawang tao na ito yung importante sa buhay ko po. Sila yung dahilan kung bakit ako nandito sa Sun Life at kung bakit ako ngayon, kung bakit anong meron ko ngayon sa Sun Life. So itong babaeng ito, yung UM ko po, tas itong kaibigan ko na tumulong rin sa Sun Life. So ayun po. Parang,
oh my goodness.
Akala ko patuloy na yung blessings na dumadating sa akin. So, unexpected, I was diagnosed gastrointestinal stromal tumor and stump appendicitis. Yung, alam niyo po yun, yung maiiyak ka na lang kasi yung mama mo, parang pinapakita niya na don't give up. Yung alam mo yun, pero nasa isip ko na alam ko yun na hindi kaya ng ina. Alam mo yun, yung hindi kaya ng ina na ganyan makikita ng kanyang anak. Tapos yung ate ko, parang everyday, parang sa isip ko, sabi ko na, Lord, kung bigyan niyo po ako ng second chance, kung hindi to cancer, gusto kong matulungan yung family ko po. Tapos, ayun, yung MF ko, sobrang gamit. Yung HIV ko, sobrang nagamit siya. Tapos yun, yung marirealize mo talaga na sobrang laking tulong ni Sun Life.
Operahan siya. So, appendectomy.
So, ayun. So, after that, nag-recovery na. So, in God's will, hindi pala siya malignant. So, ayun, sabi, alam mo yun, yung nafe-feel ko na, Lord, kapag mabuhay pa ako nito, bigyan niyo po ako ng chance na baguhin ko. Gusto kong matulungan yung mama ko. Kasi hindi biro. Yung alam mo yun, makikita mo na lang mama mo na nakatunganga na lang, hindi alam kung saan maghahanap ng pera. Kasi, to be honest po, laking hirap po talaga kami. Parang wala. So, ayun po. So, after that, pumunta ulit ako sa CDO. Sabi ng UM ko, "Uy, Con, gusto mo bang mag-financial advisor?" Sabi ko, ano yung financial advisor pala, sabi ko sa UM ko. Yung kagaya ko na nag-educate through financial, alam mo yun, literacy. So sabi ko naman, sige po, UM. So sabi niya, yung napaintig yung tenga ko, sabi niya, gusto mo bang yumaman? May monthly plan. May monthly bonus. So ayun yung pagdinig ko na maging mayaman. Sabi, talaga po, maging mayaman talaga. So ayun, nag-take na kami ng simulated exam. So after doon, sabi ko, mga millennials talaga, di ba yung mga millennials parang risk-takers talaga, yung go with the go. Then after, punta na ako ng Davao City. So kasi walang IC exam doon sa Cagayan de Oro. So it takes 8 to 10 hours siguro papuntang Davao. So walang review kasi alam mo yun, yung parang self-confident talaga na parang makakapas ka talaga sa VUL and traditional. So ayun, I failed VUL and I passed traditional. so ayun, nag-ulit na naman ako para makapag-pass ng VUL. So luckily, I passed both. So ayun, ito na, sabi ng UM ko, uy Con, this is your chance to meet yung BM. Sabi ko, talaga po, totoo ba ito? I'm still studying. Tapos pwede bang, alam mo yun, pwede bang maging financial advisor? Totoo ba na I'm a licensed financial advisor yan? Tapos sabi niya, sige, galingan mo ha. So that time, pagpasok ko sa office, so ang nakita ko talaga, yung suit ni BM, yung pang mayaman. yung pang mayaman, yung upuan niya. Alam mo yun, yung upuan niya. Nasa isip ko, oh my God, parang milyonaryo si BM. Tapos sobrang nahihiya naman ako sa suot ko doon. So that time, sabi ni BM, uy Con, Lincoln, right? Sabi ko, yes po, BM. Alam niyo po, sobrang yabang ko that time. Kasi nasa isip ko, I'm still studying. Bakit parang hindi ako ma-approve? Alam niyo yun, parang ang raming hindrance kasi I'm still young. Tas confidentiality pa kasi I'm dealing with money. So ayun, sabi niya, uy, taga Cebu ka pala. Sabi ko, no BM, nag-aaral lang po ako sa Cebu. So, paano yan? Paano yung branch meeting natin? Alam mo yun? Sabi ko, okay lang yun, DM, at long na gawin ko yung tungkulin ko as a financial advisor. To sabi niya, alam mo ba dito sa industry na to, always rejections, 10 na mag-meet ka, 5 yung makikipag-set appointment sa'yo, tas isa lang yung kukuha. Sabi ko, opo BM, sanay naman ako sa rejection. Wow! sanay sa rejection. So after that, sabi ni BM, uy, nag-aaral ka pa. So, ano ba yung advantage mo or edge mo sa company ko or sa branch ko? Alam mo yun, yung nasa isip ko talaga, sabi ko, totoo. Alam mo, gusto ko talagang ma-approve na bilang financial advisor. Tapos ayun sabi ko na, BM, sooner or later, ako po yung asset sa branch nyo. Wow, alam mo yun, yung parang gusto kong bawiin. Alam mo yun, yung parang gusto kong bawiin na, totoo to, parang nasabi ko. Tapos sabi niya, okay, you will hit 180 in just 3 months. Sabi ko, patay, bakit sabi ni UM 50,000 as a rookie advisor in just 1 year? Di ba? Di ba sa rookie yung validation sunday, 50,000? Sabi ko, totoo ba? 280,000? Pero luckily, na-hit ko ng 320,000 in just 3 months. So, ayun. So, alam mo yun, yung na-approve niya. So, ito yung ginagawa ko. So, alam mo yun, yung sikreto lang talaga. Wala naman akong mga big cases talaga. Kasi to be honest lang po, yung market ko po, I came from the scratch talaga. Pero activity lang po talaga yung sikreto. Activity lang po. Setting appointment with social media. Alam mo yun? Tapos nakikipag-set ka. Kahit saan pumupunta ako. Everyday may dala akong application form.
Wow.
Everyday nag-uusap ako. To be honest lang, meron akong nakapag-close deal sa Lamayan. Kasi alam mo yun, merong Oo, hindi pa nga ako nakapit-picture, sayang lang. Na meron naman type, sayang naman, sana merong insurance yung family niya. So ayun, everyday ako nagdadala ako ng application form, kahit sino-sino nag-uusap ako. Kasi po, for me, I cannot guarantee with his or her investment, but I can assure with his protection. So, nagpo-focus
Yes.
talaga ako sa protection talaga. Kasi as a financial advisor, sabi ko sa sarili ko, oo, marami tayong mapapasok na client, but in the reality, kahit malaki yung commission natin na makukuha, yung alam mo yun, mahirap when it comes sa claiming na. Kasi yun mo mapapakita sa client mo na fulfillment na ginawa mo talaga yung responsibilidad mo as a financial advisor. Oo, ngayon marami tayong naipapasok na client ngayon, pero alam mo yun, dapat transparent lang tayo sa client natin, yung lifetime partner tayo sa client, yung alam mo yun, yung dapat kahit na close deal na natin si client, dapat pag-usapan din natin, kamustahin natin, kasi alam mo yun, kahit small cases lang yan, mare-recommend ka sa mga big cases, kaya
Yes.
wag mong bababastahin yung mga small cases. So kahit,
Yes.
alam mo yun, yung sabi ko sa sarili
Correct.
ko na, sabi ko sa sarili ko na kahit small cases lang yan, alam ko insured lahat yung family na yan. Kahit isa lang yung makuha ko, lahat yan kukuha sa akin. Alam mo yun? Yung
Yes.
self-proclaiming talaga. So ito lang po, sana lang po ma-inspire kayo. If pagod po kayo, pagod din naman po ako kasi nag-aaral pa naman po ako. If napapagod na kayo, if you're too busy, ang raming ginagawa nyo, I'm still busy po kasi I'm dealing with 3,000 to 5,000 student and also po I'm
Yes.
maintaining 1.5 GWA. But if you have determination in your life, if you have goal in your life, well, there are no excuses po talaga. Kasi I don't care kung ano yung goal nyo. Kasi ang goal ko talaga, gusto ko talagang matulungan yung family ko. Alam mo yun, yung
Yes.
mabro-broke yung heart ko kapag yung mama na yung pinag-uusapan, yung kasi sobrang mahal na mahal ko yung mama ko talaga. Gusto ko, sabi ko nga na, ma, punta tayo. Alam mo yun, gusto kong maipag-travel yung mama ko kasi balang araw, di ba, we're
Yes.
getting older naman, tas di ko kayanin kasi alam mo, baka pagbawalan ng mama ko na hindi na kumakain ng masarap na pagkain. Alam mo yun? So,
Yes.
dapat mahalin yung mga magulang mo kasi gusto ko talagang makapagtulong sa family ko. So, ayun, walang rason. Kaya activity lang. At least marami kang natutulungan sa ibang tao at nakakatulong ka rin sa buhay nyo. So, there are no excuses talaga.
Yes.
So, sabi ko sa sarili ko, welcome to rejection. So, di ba? So, lahat naman as a financial advisor, nire-reject tayo. So, ayun, wag natin, alam mo yun, take it as a motivation. Kasi alam mo yun, may rason yun kapag nire-reject ka. Kasi kapag nire-reject ka, minsan parang may wala siyang financially, pero sooner or later, be transparent lang sa kanya. Balik-balikan mo. Kasi balang araw, kukuha rin siya sa'yo, di ba? Wala nga siyang pera ngayon, but sooner kukuha siya. So,
Yes.
take it as a motivation kapag nire-reject ka. So, sabi ko sa sarili ko, I'm not a licensed financial advisor kapag hindi ako nire-reject ng 1,000 people. So, ayun, kapag nire-reject ako, it's okay kasi alam ko na darating din na, alam mo yun, yung sasabihin ko sa sarili ko na, Lord, alam ko na nire-reject ako sa client ko, but as long meron ding kukuha na meron din ako matulungan na makabago yung buhay nila. Kaya don't give up lang po. If may pangarap tayo sa buhay, don't give up. Kasi alam mo yun, hindi naman palisahan, hindi naman race yung buhay natin. Alam mo yun, may time frame, kumbaga. Kaya I'm so blessed lang po siguro kasi hindi ko alam kapag hindi ako dito ngayon sa Sun Life, parang hindi na siguro ako makapagbayad ng tuition, kahit scholar man ako, pero may miscellaneous din babayarin, may transportation pa, ang hirap. So, ayun, don't give up. So, ito yung sinasabi ko, planting. So, alam naman natin, di ba, ibig sabihin ng planting. So, yung planting, kagaya nito, ECQ, so chat. So, ayun, kahit saan, sino-sino, activity lang talaga, nang pa-planting kayo. So, pray big. So, alam mo yun, di ba? Nagpe-pray talaga tayo. Kasi to be honest lang di ba? Sa lahat ng financial advisor, bakit ikaw pa yung pinili ni client? Kasi merong
Yes.
nakitaan si client na may unique ka, di ba? Na nagtatrust siya sa'yo. So, alam mo yun, lahat naman tayo binibless talaga ni Lord. Tayo lang yung dapat, ano yun, lahat tayo binibless. So, tayo na yun yung gumawa kung ano yung paano natin, ano yun, i-share yung blessings natin. Kasi alam ko, ginamit lang ako ng instrumento para sa family
Yes.
ko. So, pray big lang talaga. So, yun. So, every month ko talaga, 10
Wow.
per month talaga ako. So, siguro ito lang yung, so, I closed this remote selling, 7 application na po. So, ano yun? So, parang wala naman po ako mga big cases talaga, pero mga small cases, middle case, pero usually mga doctors, kahit mga BPO,
Wow.
mga engineer, mga attorney, kahit saan, kahit sino-sino. Alam mo yun, yung beat your last sales talaga. Yun yung nasa isip ko. Beat your last sales. Kasi, to be honest, I'm so very competitive sa lahat ng bagay. Pero
Yes.
competition is healthy naman po. Kasi yung commission mo nasa bulsa naman, nasa iyo yun. We can create our own paycheck. If gustuhin mo mag 1 million
Yes.
AC ka, then go. Alam mo yun? Pero to be honest na lang talaga,
Yes.
sabi nga nila parang gurami accounts nga. Kasi alam mo yun, kasi small cases lahat, pero paramihan lang ako. Paramihan lang talaga. So alam mo yun, so 10 ups per month po ako. So sabi ko, beat your last sales. So
Wow.
yeah. So, to be honest, yung sweldo ko, August, nakasweldo na ako 12,600 in just 15 days. Biruin niyo yun, sabi ko, totoo to? Estudyante, nakapag-salary ng 12,600. Alam mo yun? Yung natutuwa ako, hala, ang sobrang laki, 12,600 in just 15 days. Totoo to? Alam mo yun, sabi ko, mama, binilhan ko ng pagkain ng mama ko, pinag-groceryhan
Wow.
ko, alam mo yun, yung binilan ko ng gatas ng mama ko, ay, yung kapatid ko.
Mm-hmm.
So, alam mo yun, parang fulfillment talaga. Tapos, in past go by, hindi ko na alam na I was earning 6-digit a month na pala. Yung,
Wow.
I'm so blessed na totoo to, I'm earning 6-digit a month. Yung mga plan B ko, parang nag-earn na. Tapos, aside sa plan B ko, may sariling alam mo yun, yung hindi ko
Yes.
expect. Kaya sobrang nagpapasalamat ako ni Sun Life kasi sobrang laking compensation talaga na ibinigay niya sa atin. So, I'm so blessed. Kaya, ayun, activity lang ako. So, sa tuition fee, ako na po nagbabayad. So, sa miscellaneous, kahit scholar ako. So, proud naman ako, di ba? So, parang, alam mo
Yes.
yun, sa isip sa family ko na kahit ganun man sa big achievement. So, ayun, itong mga gamit na to, bumili ako ng washing machine, tas yung pagre-rent sa
Wow.
bahay, di ba? Parang fulfillment. Kasi ikaw na yung, sabi ko sa mama ko, okay na ako na yung mag-handle nito. Alam mo yun, yung parang
Yes.
nakuha na ng tinik. Kasi alam ko, ginamit lang akong instrumento para sa family ko. So, ayan, ito yung napag-renovate. Hindi pa, pero nire-renovate
Wow.
namin because of Sun Life. To be honest lang po, ang transition ni Sun Life, yung hindi ko expect, totoo to, yung alam mo yun, hindi ganito yung bahay namin. Undergoing pa siya ngayon, pintura, alam mo yun, yung parang, Lord, thank you, Lord, for giving me this opportunity na nandito ako ni Sun Life. Alam mo yun, in just 7 months, I have investment, I have business, nakapag-renovate na ng bahay. Yung
Wow.
hindi ko expect talaga. Sobrang blessed lang siguro. Kasi, alam mo yun, it's better to give than to receive. Yun lang talaga.
Yes.
Kasi kapag, alam ko, ginamit lang talaga akong instrumento talaga. Kasi, alam ko, hindi ko talaga alam. Kasi, until now, parang totoo to. Nakapagtayo ako ng bahay. Alam mo yun, yung until yung,
Yes.
yung, at least malang masasabi ko na, yes, katas ito ng paghihirap ko. Thank you, Sun Life. So, ayun, ayan, di ba? Parang sabi,
Wow.
parang nasa hotel na ako. Wow, assuming kami, hindi tayo natapos, hotel agad. Oo, parang napaka-dramatic kasi ni mama. Parang alam mo yun, na kasi parang mag-iisang taon na rin na na-diagnose ako ng gastrointestinal stromal tumor. Na-admit kasi ako this coming May, so mag-iisang taon na. Sobrang ang laking transition talaga. Sobrang, alam mo yun, parang tinetest lang talaga ako ni Lord para ganun. So na-amaze lang ako kasi alam mo yun, biruin nyo yun, yung, uy, ang ganda ng bahay, pwede na, alam mo yun, pwede na, alam mo yun, na-amaze lang ako. So, ayan, pinag-groceran ko yung mama ko,
Wow!
alam mo yun, fulfillment talaga. So, yun to instrument talaga. Tapos ito yung business ko sa amin.
Galing!
Diba? Na sobrang na-amaze ako. Kasi lahat ng mga pera ko, aside sa MF ko, binibigay ko talaga pa sa bahay. Kasi alam ko na at least man lang, in the future, meron akong masasabi na, oh Lord, thank you, katas ni Sun Life ito. Alam mo yun? So, I am so blessed talaga.
Yes.
So, wait na.
Wow! Lincoln, grabe.
Oops, hindi siya wait lang.
Sige lang. Galing mo, Lincoln, how you are blessed because, you know, you have a very giving heart.
Thank you po. Wait, naghang siya. Wait lang. Hindi siya
Sige lang. Okay, Rajun. While hanging, sige, baka may, hindi lang sana ko i-unmute.
Yeah.
Yan. Okay.
So, as a rookie, rookie pa lang po ako. Siguro, kasi hindi pa naman ako 1 year.
7 months.
So,
wow, Lincoln, millionaire ka na ngayon. In
Hindi
7
po.
months.
Hindi po UM.
Oh, very humble. May negosyo pa.
Wait lang ano ba to?
Sige.
Ay, yes, this is my achievement. So, ayan po.
Wow.
So yan, I was coded last August. Pero biruin nyo, ako pa rin yung top 1 in August champ. Tapos ako pa rin yung number 1 in submitting application. So, ito po yung BM ko. Alam mo na, congratulations for being the top advisor, upcoming top rookie of the year. So, parang
Wow.
So, alam mo yung BM ko nakipag-picture talaga. Parang, totoo ba to? Yung millionaire yung BM ko.
Millionaire ka na rin ngayon.
So, ayun, activity lang talaga. Kasi, wala. Kasi kahit marami kang alam, kahit marami kang network, kapag wala kang activity, it's useless. Kasi dapat usap lang talaga. So, ayun po, ito po yung incentives ko galing sa BM ko at incentives ko rin galing sa UM ko. Supposed to be pupunta ako ng Bali, Indonesia, tas Camiguin, or Coron. So, alam mo yun, makapag-travel ka lang for free pa, may pera ka pa. Alam mo yun, so sobrang ganda talaga ni Sun Life. So, sa nakikita nyo, number 1 talaga lahat ng certificate ko.
Wow.
Oo. So, ayun. So, I just want you to inspire lang po. Hindi po ako nagmamayabang. Alam ko naman sa sarili ko na wala pa naman talaga akong nakamit. I'm so blessed lang po. Kasi biruin nyo, sa Redwood, di ba? Bow down talaga ako sa unit ni UM Gen. Kasi, di ba, sobrang laki ng mga AC.
You're on your way there na, Lincoln. You're there na nga eh.
Di ba? So, wait. So, ito, di ko in-expect na nakikipagsabayan pala ako sa MDRT, yung mga big cases ng mga advisors sa branch namin.
Wow.
Kasi alam mo, yung number 3 sa MDRT update, yung, totoo to. Tapos, ayun, I have a iPad mini. So, yan, binigay ni UM na iPad 7th Gen, di ba? Hindi na ako nakapagbili ng 7th Gen kasi bigay na ni UM. So, ayun, lahat naman ng mga UM nagbibigay talaga ng incentives, if deserving talaga ni advisor. So, kahit alam mo yun, yung naisip mo na may pera ka pa, may libreng iPad ka pa, may libreng travel ka pa. So, sobrang blessed kapag nandito ka talaga ni Sun Life. Kapag pinaghirapan mo, alam mo yun.
Yes.
So, ayun, hindi ko in-expect. Talaga ba? Totoo? Number 3 ako sa MDRT update. Alam mo yun, yung hindi ko expect na nalamangan ko yung mga advisor na, alam mo yun, parang one close, parang pang big cases, pero top 3 ako sa branch. Parang na-amaze ako. Yung Lord, thank you, Lord.
Wow.
Oo, so ito, sa akin, alam naman natin, di ba? Malaking isda at maliit na isda. To be honest lang po, wala talaga akong yung mga big cases na big cases. Pero paramihan ako. Tapos kahit paramihan yan, equal lang yan, di ba? Kahit marami kang cases na yan, same lang talaga. Kahit malaki yung case ng isa, tapos okay lang kahit hindi malaki yung case ko. At least paramihan ako. So, equal. Di ba? Equal. Pero basta may perseverance ka talaga sa buhay, walang imposible. If may
Yes.
sika ka, may hope ka, may determination ka. So, ayun. So, sabi ko sa sarili ko, rule number 1, never be number 2 talaga.
Wow.
So, rule number 1, never be number 2. Kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko, kahit I'm excel with academics, gusto ko rin pa rin mag-excel sa Sun Life. Gusto ko, alam mo yun, gusto kong ipakita hindi naman, gusto kong ipakita lang na walang rason. There are no excuse.
Yes.
Walang excuse if may goal ka sa buhay. So, competition is healthy. Alam mo yun, yung wag maging crab mentality. Alam mo yun,
Yes.
yung alam mo, kahit may naabot na ng yung co-advisor mo, di purihin mo. Parang alam mo yun, make it as an inspiration. Huwag mong sirain. Kasi alam mo, makikita yan ni Lord. Makikita talaga yan ni Lord. Kahit binibless ka na, must stop yung blessing kasi sinasiraan mo nga. So, 'di ba, may sabi na if you cannot beat them, join them, 'di ba? So sa isip ko, nakaya nga ni JV, nakaya nga sa lahat ng mga successful na mga advisor ni Sun Life. So kaya natin. So at least kaya ko naman, nakaya nga nila. So wag lang nating sirain yung mga co-advisor natin. Bakit ganyan? Bakit ganyan? Kasi alam mo yun, nakikita talaga yan ni Lord. Alam mo yun, kahit bibigyan ka sana ng client, hindi na lang, huli na lang kasi sinisirahan mo yung mga co-advisor mo. So wag.
Yes.
So, continue na lang your advocacy. Our advocacy here is to help people for their security and protection.
Yes.
So, ito yan po. So, ito yung awarding sa Mindanao. So, yan po. Yun, biruin nyo yun. Yung nakipag-talk. Ano yun si BMJV? Sabi ni BMJV, madaldal ka ba? Sabi ko, opo, madaldal ako BM. Oh, good. Then, madaldal then good. You will be successful here. Kasi dito, alam mo yun, pabagaay lang ng mukha. Anong pabagaay? so, ayun. Alam yun, yung pakapalan lang ng mukha. Tapos sabi ni BM na, Tito, halika, picture tayo. Alam mo, na-amaze. Ako lang yata yung hindi original na suot yan. Alit kaming tatlo, tapos nasa gitna ako. Di ba? Ang parang BM.
Big time ka na, Lincoln.
Parang na-amaze ako, nasa gitna ako ng mga BM. Milyonaryo na rin ako nito that time.
Youngest BM.
So, nakakatuwa lang. Kasi sabi ni BM ng Nara na dito kalika, di ba gusto mo mag-BM? Dito picture tayo with BM. JV, di ba? Dream mo to. Sige, gusto ko rin to. Kasi parang nafe-feel ko, parang yung momentum talaga. Yung embrace it, claim it. Yung alam mo yun. So,
Yes.
ayan. So, ito po, in Love Man. So, in or based on original cut kami. So, gold medal, yun po ako. Isa base original cut. Hindi ko po talaga alam kung ano yun. Kasi, pero yung easy ko po, 600 plus na po, di ba?
Wow.
So, top 1 po ako sa Securing Lives, top 2 in AC branch level, top 2 in NSC, top 1 So, biruin nyo, yung isang estudyante, I just want you to inspire lang po. Alam ko naman po na konting bagay lang po ito siguro sa inyo. Di ba, biruin yung mga malalaking cases talaga sa inyo. Pero,
Galing!
I just want you to inspire lang po na walang imposible. If you have goal in your life, if you want to help your family or hindi ko alam kung sinong tutulungan nyo, basta activity lang, share your knowledge regarding financial literacy to your ano yung mga tao dyan, na-enlighten nyo. Alam nyo yun, kahit businessman pa
Yes.
yan, maraming businessman na walang insurance. Oo.
Yes.
Alam mo yun, yung mga big cases, hindi yan, wala yan sa daan lang. Pinupuntahan talaga yan.
Yes.
So ako, yung ginawa ko, nag-letter talaga ako. Nag-letter talaga ako para
Wow.
pumunta talaga. Yung it's very confidential pero may ari siya ng school. So hopefully, sana ma-close ko.
Close na
Diba?
yan.
Yes. So, ayun po, ito yung UM ko, di ba? Sobrang proud niya sa akin. Nung pinipressure niya ako, kasi dito, dapat pressure talaga. Kasi parang balloon lang yan. Kapag walang pressure, hindi ka umaangat. So, everyday,
Wow.
dapat everyday productive ka. Kahit ako nandito ako sa sa remote selling, tinitake advantage ko. Kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko, when there is a crisis, there is an opportunity.
Yes.
So wag niyong i-disadvantage na may ECQ, take its advantage nyo kasi binigyan tayo ni Sun Life para makapag-remote selling. So, gawa kayo ng technique, how to close a deal, yung alam yun. So, ayan po, di ba? Tapos ako yung number 1 sa territory 3 namin in Mindanao for being the top in submitting apps via remote selling. So, I was close 7 case today. 7 case na po. So, ano yun, pero inyo. So,
Galing.
na lang para 10/10 na naman. Kasi beat your last sales. Kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko, dapat hindi ako bababa ng 10 apps per month. So, ayun. So, I'm so happy naman kasi ako rin, biruin yun, hindi ko alam na pati territory 3, ako pa rin nung nangunguna. So,
Wow, galing yun, Con.
So, I'm so blessed. So, ayan po. So, ito na yon. That time, branch meeting na. So, I'm from Cebu. Papunta ng CDO. So, sabi ko, Lord, sabi ni BM, papuntahin mo si Lincoln Sanoy dito. Reimburse ko yung ticket. Sabi ni UM, uy, Con, papuntahin ka daw ni BM sa Cagayan. Sabi ko, hala UM, paano yan? Sabi ko, basta puntaan urgent daw. Sabi ko, patay, may compliance pa ako. I do the bright ways naman. Yala yun, yung pressure ko. Totoo ba? Parang may compliance ba ako? Wala naman akong compliance. I do the bright ways. Nagpapasa naman ako agad ng policy contract. Yung alam mo yun, yung patay. So, after that, pumunta ako kasi nag-branch meeting. Hala, naku, ako pala yung pina-speaker pala ako sa branch meeting. Hindi ako orient na makapag-talk sa branch namin. So, after that, pinuntahan niya ko siya sa office niya. Sabi niya, Lincoln, look your production. Sabi ko, yes po, BM. Tingnan mo yung production. Paano mo to ginawa? Isang estudyante, unbelievable. Sabi niya, may lahi ka ba? Ano ka ba? Sabi niya, wala po, BM. May lahi ka ba? May marami ka bang mga business? Ano yan? May business ka ba? Wala po, BM. Bakit ano yung production mo? Bakit ganito yung production mo? Ano yun? BM. BM, nag-activity lang po talaga ako. So ayun, sabi niya, I want you to promote as a manager candidate. So, yun, parang nakinabahan ako. Totoo to? Sabi ko, gusto ko lang talaga financial advisor kasi nag-e-enjoy na ako sa pagtitinda. Kasi to be honest, hindi ko talaga ginusto yung pagiging manager at first. Alam mo yun, yung totoo, still young, tapos I'm SSG president pa ako sa school, tapos di ko alam. So, after that, sabi ko, sayang opportunity, so grab it na lang. So, di ba?
Yeah.
So, ayun. So, kinuha ko talaga na magiging promoted ako sa manager candidate. So, after 5 months, na-promote ako sa manager candidate. So, I'm so happy naman talaga. So, ayun, ito yung mga financial advice ko.
Congrats!
Parang modeling agency lang.
Oo nga.
Minsan, mga clients ko din to. Alam mo yun, yung nasa isip ko, Lord,
Yes.
ano to? Parang ako, I don't have a license na pang PRC, pero sila, may lisensya. Ano to? Ay, may manager. Tapos yung iba. Tapos ito, yung isa BPO, isa doctor, may advisor akong doctor, may advisor akong engineer. Tapos
You're the
parang
youngest.
nahihiya ako. Tapos sabi ko sa sarili ko na hindi lang ako magmo-multiply dito sa Cebu. Magmo-multiply ako sa Mindanao, Visayas at sa Luzon. So,
Yes.
mga advisor ko, nagre-recruit ako sa Mindanao, Visayas at sa Luzon. Kasi gusto ko na mag-multiply naman ako, di ba? So hopefully, di ba? So, at least man lang, ito yung mga advisor ko po. Ito yung si Doc, ito yung si engineer. So, I'm so blessed lang siguro. Kasi alam ko naman na ginamit lang akong instrumento pa talaga sa family ko. So, ito yung bago kong advisor. Ito yung bagong
Wow!
graduate. Ito yung bagong graduate na CPA. Tapos ito yung engineer na sa Manila. Electronic engineer din.
More than 12 na kayo, Lincoln?
Opo, pero
Galing!
opo. So, ayan. Nagahang.
Ang bilis mo mag-recruit, Lincoln.
Kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko po, na I have standards talaga. Gusto ko, if you can earn this kind of money, kasi dito, we can create our own paycheck. Alam mo yun, we can create our own paycheck talaga. So, di ba, biruin nyo, nag-aaral, alam mo yun, nag-uniform pa ako that time, may exam niya. Tapos sabi ni B,
May doctor ka pa
na
engineer.
dito ka, punta ka dito sa Sun Life ISO Cebu, nandito ako. so alam mo yun, yung totoo to. Alam mo, nagmamadali ako that time. Ito yung sa likod ko, si Mami Rain, tapos yung sa left, sa right, yung admin support ko. Parang sila yung sa recruitment, kumbaga. So, yan, ito yung BM ko. So, ito yung unit namin. Biruin nyo, ako lang yung bata. Joke lang. Parang na-amaze lang siguro si
Youngest.
BM. Kasi alam mo yun, sa Nara branch, parang wala talagang mga bata. Alam mo yun, compare sa Phoenix na usually mga millennials talaga. Sa Nara kasi, they are getting older na, so bihira na siguro sa mga technology. O alam ko na marunong talaga sila. Pero alam mo yun, iba talaga yung mga millennials compared sa, hindi naman ako nagsasabi talaga na hindi marunong, pero alam mo yun, yung millennials talaga alam sa lahat ng technology. So, iyan, ito yung Mami Rain ko. So, yan, si Mami Rain yan. So, siya din yung tumulong sa akin. Same lang ni Ate Jaisel. Si Ate Jaisel yung nag-approach in-approach ko si Ate Jaisel that time. Kasi, ayun, feel ko na sobrang bait ni Ate Jaisel.
Wow!
So, alam mo yun, yung parang transparent sa Ate Jaisel. Parang, alam mo yun, yung if friend ko to, parang, kasi ako nga lang sa Nara sa Cebu, tas never pa ako nag-GFW. Ano yun? So, di ko talaga expect. Kasi alam mo yun, 10% lang talaga galing sa UM. 90% galing sa advisor. It's up to you. Yung UM, alam mo yun, dapat sundin mo yung UM kung anong gusto mo. Kung magsabi si UM na, uy, i-hit mo to na ganito. Kasi alam mo yun, si UM yung nakakaalam. Kasi sila pa yung nauna sa'yo. Alam mo yun, sila pa yung nauna sa'yo. So, ayun po. So, ayan, di ba? In-include ko. To,
wow!
Di ba?
Nandyan kami
di ba? Yung idol ko. 'Di ba? I'm so happy rin, 'di ba? Sabi ko sa sarili ko na gusto ko lang makapag-talk sa unit namin, pero di ko in-expect na lots of unit na na in-invite ako, in-export ako from Manila, Hyperion, Dao, Bayobab, Mangrove, sa Davao. Supposedly, if
Wow.
wala pang COVID, pupunta sana ako ng Jansan at Davao. Yung alam mo yun, sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi pa naman ako MDRT. Yung alam mo yun, hindi pa naman ako, siguro lang, I just want to inspire. Kasi gusto ko sana, kasi I'm still studying, but there are no excuses talaga. Alam mo yun, if you have goal in your life, then do it. Alam mo yun, trabuhuin mo yan. So, ayan, sa Dao branch, Hyperion. So, di ko expect. So, ayan, di ba? Di ko alamin ng mga branch at unit na they invited me to speak via Zoom also from Phoenix. Kahapon, nag-talk ako sa Phoenix. So, parang, totoo to, in-invite ako. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, then go. Kasi sharing is a blessing talaga. Alam mo yun, the more you share, lalo kang binibless talaga ni Lord. So, ayun. So, so nagpapasalamat naman talaga ako kasi di ko sobrang laking transition. Sobrang laking transition talaga ng buhay. Nako, naghang na naman. Right lang.
Lincoln, how do you manage your time? Like when you go to school, so paano ka nagbebenta? O sige, finish na.
Every weekend po, alam niya Ate Jaisel na after school, punta na agad ako sa office. Alam mo yun, every weekend, punta ako sa hospital kasi sa Southwest, malapit na hospital doon. Parang med-rep ako kumbaga, nasabi ko, Doc, can you give me 3 to 5 minutes lang? I'm a financial coach. By the way, I'm from Sun Life. Alam mo yun, nire-require kami ni PM na talk. So, ayun, in-invite din ako ni Mr. David Angway sa podcast. Alam mo yun, sobrang na-bless ako na in-invite niya ako makikita sa YouTube, makikita sa Spotify. So, tas ito din, yung ABC, Always Be Closing. So, this time, nasa YouTube din ako dito sa nila Coach Ron at Coach Jeff. So, kasi dito, to be honest, hindi ako ABC graduate ako that time. So, ginamit ko lang yung ABC kasi, di ba, may ABC sa Cagayan, tapos hindi ako man nakapagpunta kasi exam nga, kagaya ng President Month, hindi ako nakapagpunta. So, sabi ko, as a resourceful, as a financial advisor, dapat resourceful ka talaga. Di ba?
Yes.
Never stop learning. Sabi nga nila, never stop. So, ayun, ginamit ko yung blueprints ng ABC. Tapos pumunta ako ng branch, nag-talk ako, ginamit ko yung ABC kasi sabi ko, sharing is a blessing, why not? So sabi ko, may isang MDRT pala na, uy, Coach Ron, sinabihan si Coach Ron, uy, Coach Ron, alam mo ba, may isang bata na 10 ups per month, unbelievable. Ginamit niya yung ABC technique. Yung alam mo yun, yung hindi ako ABC graduate, pero ginamit ko yung ABC technique. Yung alam mo yun, so, sabi ni Coach, sino yan si Lincoln? Alam mo yun, hindi ko pa nakita. So, ayun, sabi niya, nilibre niya ako through ABC, di ba? So, pwede ba kita? Sabi ko, Coach, sorry Coach, ginamit ko yung ABC mo kahit hindi ako ABC graduate. No, it's okay. We are so happy nga kasi ginamit mo, alam mo yun. So ayun, I'm so happy din kasi ABC graduate na rin ako. So, sobrang laking tulong ng ABC. Alam mo yun, yung every step by step, how to close a deal with a client. Kahit big cases. ABC kasi, maganda yung ABC for mga big cases, yung mga F&A talaga. So, sa mga wala pang nakapag-ABC, then go for ABC. Alam mo yun, hindi ako binabayaran ha. Pero I just want you to join ABC. Alam mo yun. Kasi dito, every step by step kasi, prospecting, lahat-lahat, tinuturuan ka how to close a deal. So ito, sabi ko sa sarili ko, courage. So when you say courage, for me, see competence. So dapat competent ka sa lahat ng bagay. O outstanding, syempre. You understanding. So when you say understanding, dapat alam naman natin, mag-understand tayo sa mga UM natin, sa mga SM natin, sa mga BF natin. Kasi alam natin, hindi naman natin, alam mo, kapag kasi alam niya ni UM na magaling ka na. So, alam mo yun, yung alam ni UM yung capacity mo, yung capability mo. Kaya, wag mong sabihin ng UM mo na, uy, paano si UM? Siya lang yung fino-focus. Kasi mafe-feel yan ni UM, ma-assess yan ni UM na kulang to. May, alam mo yun, tas sa'yo, malaki ka ng potential na pwede ka na. Alam mo yun? So, wag mong yung UM mo. Ayun, follow your UM kung anong gusto ng UM sa'yo. So, resilient, tas attitude. So, to be honest lang, if you don't have attitude, parang negative thinking ka, hindi ka talaga pro dito sa business. So, positive lang talaga. Kahit nire-reject ka, think it is a positive or motivation. So, authentic. Dapat unique ka. Dapat gumawa ka ng skill mo. Kasi ako, Ariel Manyalak, Sanjay, and ABC. Yan yung ginamit ko. Parang shuffle ko lang. Kasi to be honest lang, kung ginamit ko si Sanjay Tolani 28,000 days, tas maraming, alam mo yun, mag-prospecting ako, tas si client, nakarinig na pala ni Sanjay Tolani 28,000. So, syempre, masasabi ni client, uy, nakarinig na ako dyan. Oh, so next, maghanap na lang ako ng next advisor. So, you're so blessed kasi ikaw yung kinuha. So, hanap ka ng unique skill. Yung, alam mo yun, yung hanap ka ng unique na parang sa'yo lang talaga nanggaling. yung shuffle lang. So, goal-oriented. So, dapat goal-oriented lang talaga tayo sa lahat ng bagay. Kasi yung kapag goal-oriented ka, may vision ka eh. Alam mo yun, may vision ka, tas grit. Kapag yung grit, yung momentum talaga, diyan na eh. If kapag may grit ka na, dapat may grit ka. Kasi kapag wala kang grit or wala kang pressure sa sarili mo, parang sabi mo, don't settle for less. Settle for high or highest man. Kasi for me, in school, dapat gusto ko flat 1 talaga lahat. Kasi alam ko kapag flat 1, may 1.2 pa, di ba? Kapag nagsasabi ko, uy, 3 lang. So, kung 3, I failed na. Di ba? Failed na. So, dapat don't settle for less. So, it's up to you naman. For me lang po, dapat hindi tayo magsasettle for less. Kasi kaya nga ng iba, so kaya rin natin. So, excellence. So, dapat excellent tayo sa lahat ng bagay. So, kahit excellent tayo sa lahat ng bagay, so, always be humble. Kasi, alam mo yun, nakikita talaga yan ni Lord. Nakikita talaga ni Lord. Always put your feet on the ground. Oo. So ito yung gusto kong share. Be on top without putting your coworkers down and making stories. That's how true professional. So, yan po. Kahit nasa taas man yung co-advisor nyo, huwag nyong sirain. Just appreciate him or her. Kasi hindi nyo alam kung anong pinaghirapan niya. Alam mo yun, dapat ma-inspire nga kayo or dapat nga tularan nyo siya. So, huwag kayong mag-grab mentality na siraan nyo. Yung alam mo yun. So, bakit ito yung ginamit kong picture na faith? Kasi, kahit, alam mo yun, kahit ang raming struggle mo sa buhay, ang raming hindrance mo sa buhay, pero if you have faith in your life, then makakamit mo yung success. Makakamit mo yung success. Oo. Kasi, alam mo, sa sarili ko, to be honest lang, until now, hindi ko pa talaga na-digest, na-internalize na, totoo ba to? Yung transition ng buhay ko. Pero nasa isip ko, Lord, oo, totoo to na bigay, totoo to na bigay to ni Lord sa akin, but alam ko na instrumento lang ako. Alam ko na matutulungan ko yung family ko, maibigay ko yung anong gusto nila. So, ayun. Wait lang. Kasi kapag yung family ko pinag-uusapan, yung maiiyak talaga ako. Maiiyak talaga ako kasi, alam mo yun, yung hindi ko alam, hindi ko alam kung wala ako ni Sun Life. Wala ako ni Sun Life. Di ko alam kung si Mama hindi na makapag-loan kasi sobra ng laki ng loan niya. So, hindi. Alam mo yun, sobrang blessed lang talaga ako. So, next yan. So, yan. Work at school. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na dapat balance lang talaga. So, ayan po, sabi ko sa sarili ko kanina na if nag-excel ka sa academics, then prove na mag-excel ka din sa work mo. So, if you have goal talaga, there are no excuses. So, di ba? Di ba? Nagkaka-never time.
Oh my gosh, ano yan?
Yan. Nagka-client din. After nyan, nagka-client, nagdadala ako ng Sun Life. Alam mo yun, parang kapag natapos na ng school, uy, bihis agad ng Sun Life kasi work. Kasi alam ko, may goal ako, may dream ako sa buhay ko, kung tulungan yung family ko. Know your vision, focus. Dapat may focus ka talaga. So, ayan, sabi ko, when you feel like quitting, think about why you started. So, sabi ko, if pumasok ka sa financial advisor, ang raming pinaghirapan mo, nag-take ka pa ng, alam mo yun, so think about why you started. Believe in yourself, yes, you can do it. So, yan, dapat na magtitiwala ka lang sa sarili mo. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So, diba, kanina sabi ko na dapat meron tayong courage, yung competence. So, yan po. Tapos, yay! So,
Wow!
Macaulay, so aiming for VP or SVP kasi na-reduce nga because of pandemic. Kaya na-gold. So ayun, I'm so happy naman kasi I'm a rookie advisor, di ko alam na di ba dapat parang 1 year sana yung Macaulay, pero August, September, October, November, December, January. Parang January na siguro na hit ko na yung Macaulay, pero di ko alam na yung Macaulay pala. Kasi I think yung Macaulay 800,000 kasi sabi ng UM ko 800,000 yung Macaulay. Hindi pala kasi sinabi na 570 lang. Parang it's parang motivation lang yun na parang may potential ka kasi. So, don't settle for less. Alam mo yun, settle for high talaga. So, ayun. So, yung Sun Life journey ko. So, that August 26. So, second year student, 20 years old. So, yan. Hindi po ako sa nagmamayabang po ito. Hindi po ako sa nagmamayabang po. I just want you to inspire lang po na there are no excuses talaga if you have goal. Pray lang po talaga. As in, pray lang po. Kasi alam naman natin na nakikita tayo ni Lord. Nakikita tayo ni Lord. Just be transparent to your client. Alam mo yun, just be transparent to your client. Kung feel, kasi ako, everyday ako nagmo-monitor sa client ko, everyday ako nag-update sa market, everyday ako, kasi dapat i-feel ko sa kanila na hindi ko lang sila pinipirahan. I just want to, parang pinifeel ko na family din ako sa kanila. Kasi sabi nga in life na I'll be your lifetime partner. Diba? So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat. I hope meron kayo na na-inspire po kayo sa talk ko. Kahit konti, wala pa naman akong na-prove talaga. Pero sooner or later po, hope, pray nyo po ako. Pray natin Sun Life na always number 1 po. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Galing. Thank you so much for that inspiration. Vince, I will unmute everybody and picture taking muna tayo with Lincoln sa... Ayan. At saka, may unmute ko kay para may mga tanong ha. Ayan, in-unmute all. Ayan. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Ayan, Jeff, photographer. Tapos?
Ready? 1, 2, smile. Okay.
Okay, kasya lahat sa screen?
Di pala ang taong screen.
Yan, so the floor is open. Ano ba yung questions niyo kay Lincoln? Unmute na lahat.
Wala akong question na inspire lang ako. Sana can reach that
Ayan. So, si Vincent is still in school at Ateneo. Top din ito sa school niya. Valedictorian. Vince, are you inspired?
Oh. Yes.
So, 10 applications ka din every month, Vince, ha?
Oh. Tingnan natin.
Tingnan natin. Ayan. So, any questions? Sige nga, let's hear from who wants to ask question. Tita, may question ka, Tits?
Wala din.
Inspired na ha? 100,000 a month talaga, Lincoln. So, Link, just ano lang kay, thank you so much for your time ha. We have something for you, isend ko lang. Vince, sorry Link, mga 3 questions lang, follow up. This remote selling, how do you like, how did you do the selling? Appointments?
Ako yung tinanong mo, UM? Ano yung
Yes,
UM?
Link.
Ano yung UM?
Like this remote season, how did you garner the 6 applications? 7 na pala.
Kasi ako UM, sabi ko sarili ko, ito, I just want you to share lang. Don't use referrals, use recommendation. Kasi kapag referral, parang pangit yan, parang nagsasite. Tapos ito din, don't use payment, use deposit. When you keep payment kasi, utang yan. Parang nasa isip yan ng client. Utang. Kapag deposit, marami.
Oo, wait lang, Link. I-unmute kita, Link. Yan, kaya maputol. Yan. Sorry, Link. Yes, Link. Continue, Link.
So, don't use referrals, use deposit, use recommendation, don't use payment, use deposit. Kasi dapat magsabi sa client mo, kailan yung deposit mo, update ka sa market. So, bakit ako na-close sa 7? Tired of prospecting, then go to your previous client. Kasi, alam mo yun, kapag yung previous client, sinasabihan ko na, Mr. Client or Miss Client, in order to be financially free, you need to have 7 policies. At least ang rami, di ba? Dapat mag-effort. So, dapat sinasabihan ko ni client na, you have to be a 7 policy, focus your protection, focus with your investment. So, at least wala kang mawawala. Tapos, yung 7 remote sell talaga, alam mo yun, yung nireject ako, that time, na inopen up ko. Kasi, ang hirap kapag hindi mo kilala, tapos nag-chat ka lang. Go to your previous na nireject ka that time. At least parang nagbi-build kayo ng rapport. Kasi I have a client lang ngayon, hindi naman siya siguro big cases, pero parang 10,500 monthly. Di ko alam.
120,000 premium, malaki yun.
Pero di ko expect na kasi nagfo-focus talaga ako sa protection. Ako sa protection. Oo, kasi I cannot give you with your investment, but I can offer your protection. So go to your previous client, yung nireject, just transparent lang na practice na natin, di ba? Alam naman natin ito, COVID. Alam mo, si Sun Life covered siya sa HIV, sa COVID. So, at least man lang, magkano, alam mo yun, dapat pinaparealize mo. Kasi hindi ako muna magbibigay ng solution. Binibigyan ko ng problema muna.
Yes.
Binibigyan ko muna ng problema si client before solution. Kaya ako, ini-FNA ko talaga si client na, Mr. Client, ganito yung income mo. Tapos, very unhealthy. May client na sabi niya, Sir Con, 5,000 monthly. 5,000 monthly, sabi ko, wait lang, sir, mag-FNA muna tayo. Sabi ko, FNA muna tayo. Sabi ko, ano ba yung FNA? Sige na 5,000 monthly, close deal na yan, 15,000 quarterly, di ba? 5,000. Okay lang sir, kahit 5,000 monthly, may job na mag-FNA ako. Sabi nga nila, tayong doktor na nagda-diagnose na, yung doktor nagda-diagnose ng sakit.
Yes.
As a financial advisor, nagda-diagnose din tayo kung ano yung income protection talaga nila. So, sabi ko, FNA tayo, Mr. Client. Tapos alam mo yun, yung sabi ni client na, sobrang laki pala yung healthy pala yung expense ko. Alam mo yun? So,
yes.
5,000 monthly, not 15,000 in monthly ko. Yung, na-doble pa.
Triple
Kaya,
nga
ganda, FNA. Kasi kapag yung FNA, pinaintindihan mo si client, naiintindihan mo si client, wag mo diretsuhin na, merong 2K monthly, may 3K monthly, may 4K monthly, may 5K monthly. Kasi yung FNA talaga, yung financial need analysis, very good talaga to conduct. Kasi maiisip niyan, at kapag ini-FNA ka, hindi yan malalak. Kasi pinaparealize mo talaga sa client na mahalaga talaga ang life insurance. Tapos every quarterly ako, nagpa-policy review talaga ako ni client.
Wow, quarterly. Okay.
For example, I'm inclined with health-related course. Tas financial advisor, to be, hindi ko alam kung ano talaga yung premium at the time. Premium, payment pala. Yun lang, yung payment pala. So, hindi ko alam. So, just like for example, my client is a doctor, di ba? Pero ito sa isip client na, ay, insured na ako, ganyan. So, at least review kayo. At least sa pagpapalis mo, every year, Mr. Client, yung inflation rate. So, at least every year, kukuha rin si client, parang nagre-reselling. So, yun, papalis review. Ako, sinasabihan ko si client, Mr. Client, meron ka bang kilala? I-recommend naman ako, di ba? Nagustuhan mo ako. So, ayun, nire-recommend naman ako. Tapos yung common denominator lang, uy, Doc, nire-recommend ka ni Doc. Ganyan. Tapos, uy, yun kapag may common denominator, parang sabi na, kinukuha mo na yung trust. Parang, kasi yung kapag ni-recommend ka na, kilala pala, legit pala to. So, ayun, parang may common na ni-recommend ka na ganito, okay lang ba na mag-financial coaching tayo? Tapos ito pa, sabi ko, Doc, okay lang ba mag-meet tayo either Monday or Friday? At least may two option, Monday or Friday. Walang si Doc. So ayun, so Doc, punta ako na Monday at Friday. So ayun, through remote selling, mga pre-existing client ko, yung 3, yung 4, yung ni-recommend ng mga clients ko din.
Yes. Thank you so much, Link. So, anybody else na has a question? Raise hand or last na, because we already took 1 hour of Lincoln's time. I-unmute ko lahat. Okay, so wala nang questions or sige, anything? Wala na? Okay. Link, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. That was a very moving and inspiring sharing. And wala kaming much to offer, but I'll send you something. Little token lang. And also, thank you so much for your time and inspiration. I know busy ka pa. Salamat sa pag-unlock sa amin. God bless, Lincoln.
Thank you, UM.
Thank you so much. Credits
you.
to Jason
Lincoln.
for inviting Lincoln.
Bye, Lincoln.
BFF. Okay.
Patakod, Lincoln. Patakod.
Lincoln, you may also stay if you like. Ha, si Jason na ang next sharer namin. Ayan. Okay, so welcome to leave or welcome to listen to Jason. Ayan. So next up, okay, I will just mute everybody again. Ayan. Okay. So without further ado, we have a woman. Ayan. She's very inspiring. She's very bubbly. She's a very jolly person, and na-master niya how to get the clients, how to set appointments, and wait, hold on. So Jaisal is a President's Month Medallion Awardee. Ayan, this was an awarding sa SMX. And then Jaisal is also January to March top 2 as sa app sa Visayas Regions ISO. And then she is also top 1 sa Cebu ISO in terms of application from January to March. And then she's also top 6 as NSC Visayas and also top 2 in NSC sa Cebu. So Jace, are you there?
Yes.
Ayan.
Mag-Tagalog tayo dito or ano?
Bisaya, saman ka ng combination lang, Jace, ka ng Ilonggo, maka-intindi, raman gamay. So, wait po, bako nahuman sa kong intro ni mo, Jace. So, si Jaisal, amazing kinayang turnaround story. It started September when she was already sent a love letter warning, Jace, wa pa ka nag-180. Almost na December. And then, there are only 2 responses because they were 2 who was able to receive that letter last year. And then the other one said, Jen, di nako. But si Jaisal said, Jen, I'm gonna do anything, everything, so I can prove to you, kakayanin ko talaga to si Sun Life. At saka, I know na hindi ako magpapakahiya sa'yo. Sabi ko, Jace, it's okay, pero let's do our best. With that, no, she was so inspired. Timing, she came to visit us in Iloilo. She started with us 20. She had a total turnaround from an AC of, I think, 90,000 by September. Bigla, pag December, the last quarter, turnaround, she did 180,000 AC. Nasobrahan pa sa target na kuan. So, first quarter this year, Jaisal was also able to hit, kita naman natin sa production, 202,000 AC. So, Jace, congratulations. And in fact, this remote selling, Jaisal was already able to submit 4 applications, and she has pending 7 applications upcoming for the week. Jaisal is the first in Redwood to submit application. So Jace, we are very proud of you that our very own, ikaw gyud ang nangunguna sa atin even at na branch level. So Jace, without further ado, let's welcome Miss Jaisal KU.
Hello. Bitaw, nahiya naman ako magbisaya na lang ko eh. Okay. Actually, nauwaw mo ko sa kang lead ko. Ay, wala. Sige, I will do my very best ha. Okay, let's be serious right now. Okay, seryoso yan ni. So, actually, ako kung personality good is, I don't take too much kuan good. I don't take it too serious bitaw. Yung anak good akong personality kay the more ko ma-pressure mang good if ever na mag-prepare ko. So more on kuan lang ko kanang go with the flow lang gid akong style. So ako lang ning i-follow ang kuan ni Jenny question. So it's like we're talking lang yun na
yes.
Lang kay of course we are family na baya kay that's where we are a team yeah, helping each other. Of course nasa jud ko lapses, of course daghan pa ko gusto i-learn yeah, na timing lang ni na akong personality na in-ani yeah, kuan lang. Anyway, sige daghan na kay kong story. Okay, first is how do you start your client conversations? So, muna kay kuan ni Jenny here sa question. So, actually, kuan, ako mong style kay magpatagad sa ako una og mga akong thinking bitaw na murag nani siya potential na nani siya kwarta, na business, na feeling na ako wala kay naka-istorya niya. So, patagad sa ako una nila, kumusta. Apil po nang mag-join og mga gatherings, importante po na siya. So, katong ingon ni Lincoln na activity lang yun siya kay nakaingon manggug ko ako mo amin yun ko na daghan pa kay ko gusto i-learn bitaw sa technical side pero nag-apas pud ko sa live sa AC mo ra bitaw daghan kay ko gusto buhaton pero I have to choose one. So ni-focus sa jud ko sa selling. So if possible apps na lang yun nga bonus na lang kung dako or kung mga lapas o bonus na lang yun kung dako kaayo pero ang ako lang dyan think na di mo ko mauwaw gud mamaligag sa life kay first kung ako lang dyan naon ba kay ang uban mo gud usahay hesitant bitaw ta mamaligya kay nang warta insurance kana ana ahinti ana so mo na akong first thinking before katong wala pa marabit ako hesitant pa I'm still developing myself bitaw na di ko mauwaw actually akong Facebook gani na name akong gibutangag /Sun Life Advisor para ma-promote lang na mura ko na akong feeling laoy murag ni below the belt na mo kung sa kay masulti sa mga tao ani mura ko gigada pero wala gyud to murag wala jud kanang ni-try ko og plant maybe planting stage to pero murag ko hesitant pa murag maybe nabaguan pa ko kay sa una ni-try ko real estate man to lahi mo gud kaayo like one time real estate nga tangible item karon kay papel ra murag nya naragid storya jud dapat imo jud tarungon imong pahimutang sa imong pag-sell kay kung dili gani bisag unsa pa ka maayo mo jud ako na-realize dapat first jud ang pag-set og appointment dapat masud sila sa banga una before jud na diha na kung after na masud sa banga lain kay term no after siya nimo kanang imo sa siyang istoryahon like for example parehang Lincoln ang ilang style mostly millennials is social media. Ako nas lang ipang obserbaran. Grabe kay mo post og mga kaning mga ingani naghipahimo kawan kung diyan ni nagtinabangay mi aning himo-himo
Yeah,
aning mga
Jason made
ingani.
this beautiful collage.
Dili, actually, ako na sining kopya-kopya sa mga lain, mga millennials, mga grabe, ani nila, uy, mga 20 anyos, 25, 23, grabe, kay mga lives, kay unsa, kanis mga kuan ay. So muna, nakatingin ko ba na ang kaning kong Facebook free promotion na magod siya. So, dili man siguro applicable tanan, pero naagi siya impact kung mag-post ta kay kasagaran yun ako ng mga clients is strangers. Actually, ang ako na yun na planting pa ko sa akong relatives actually until now kay ani ako man kung asan ako kipuga ba kay ganahan ko kuan ako kunuhay murag kanang high end na kunuhay ta diha na nako ba ko dako kay of course relative guna nimo you just need their trust. So karon ako jung gi-focus ang kuan mga friends lang sa gyud og strain di man jud ingon technically strangers, friend of a friend ingana lang. So muna okay, how do you start your clients conversations? Una, magpatagad-tagad ko niya. At niya, advantage po na mag-promote ko. So, they already have an idea na Sun Life advisor na ko. So, ako din iingon nila na, kanang ma'am, kanang nindot ka na example na siya work or kwan. Basta anything positive, bidang imo isulti niya. Like, i-appreciate ba nimo siya, ang iyang post, or anything na more relative sa iyahan na kanang good vibes. So, dili, ambot lang, ganahan jud ko good vibes, good kay, ana lang yun na. So, once na nakuha na nimo siya, so ma-insert yun na nimo sa 20 minutes na chika or 50 minutes na agad na protection. Ma-insert yun na nimo, ma'am, kanang, kuan ma'am, kanang, naman ko yung mga educational funds na gagmay. Ma'am, imong anak, example lang ha, scenario lang ni, kinamod ko yung client, nakuhaan ako yung anak, mga bata pa ba, so tulo ka maxi prime, diretso, kuhaan lang good, mga 1.8 ang buwan, pero at least, diretso, 3, tulo da yun, so apps na, so, ako nang ingnan, ma'am, dapat yun na bata pag imong anak, diha na nimo kuan kay late na kaayo, imong ikuan bitaw, imong i-discourage na unya, dapat karon na gyud, yeah, dapat ang imong voice mura bitaw kanang makatuhuan sad ba kanang you know what you're doing bitaw ingana. So importante sa gyud na ang kuan ang pag-action ni more pag how you deliver your ways of selling. So nga dili sa gyud ingon na murahag na maligya mo ana ng client na bitaw Jace no saon man na diha na nimo mundakan tanan kay baka mo kining Sun Life kay imo sa ni kuan ng Sun Life imo sang chika tanan niyahan na kuan. Yeah, di naman ta magmahay kay number 1 na ta, 125 years pag yun. Yeah, 100 ako pa nang ingon 155 years unta sa Canada. So maingon ko, di ba baka mausan ta pinakadugan na imagine 155 years na ta sa Canada, ma'am, worldwide ta. Yeah, kani ma'am ko nanani mo niya. Of course, di mo ko ganahan na manaut og lain na company. Ako di compared. Of course, na medyo take kuan kanang competition. So, ma'am, yan na, maingon na sila, naamay na akong friend AXA or pro-life. Maingon ko, ma'am, nindot mo dyan ng pro-life o AXA, ma'am, wajud ko'y masulti, mga bigatin, dyan na. Pero ma'am, kung Sun Life ka, if you would just see ang among offer, ma'am, mas cheapest, which is true. Actually, na ako'y evidence na mas cheaper. I don't know, maybe sa technical side, pero atong premium is cheaper. Yes. Like we have 1,000 a month. Sa ilahan na range from 1.5. So, kana palang daan, edge na nato na mapasud na to si client sa Sun Life over lain na insurance because considering bitaw kita dili ra gyud kita ang insurance company, daghan kaayo niya, daghan na kaayo advisor ron, ma Pro Life, ma AXA, ma Manulife, tanan-tanan. So imo jud kwaon ang ilang loob na you have to choose Sun Life kay di magmahay like number 1 ta, ikaduha 155 years na ta sa world kuan sa Canada, ni 125 years at sa Philippines niya. Katkuan pa jud ana, dili pa jud ka mahadlok na mo promote kay ani man na mo ana mo ko sa client na ma'am, you can do your research even though si Piolo Pascuan pili niya ang Sun Life. Kabantay ka ma'am o other insurance company wa kay sila kay because dili mo gud sila stand alone companies kay maingon man ang uban. Jeez, na gini-offer na ko ng mga BDO, PNB. Yes ma'am, okay kay na sila banks din na sila ma'am pero kita ma'am, mas edge ta kay we are focusing on insurance alone. We are a stand-alone company. So, kana lang daan ma'am, diha na ta maka-edge jud na since insurance company man ta, kana atong unang piliun before ta mo pili og lain. I'm not saying na bati na sila ma'am, pero if you could read testimonials ma'am when it comes to claims, mas paspas jud ang Sun Life o kanang Pro. Moingon sa kog lain company para abi pa lang ang Sun Life ra jud akong gig promo. So ma'am, Pro Life is a very big company in Europe, but in Philippines they are just 24 years pa. Pero ang Sun Life is already 125 years. Buto ako ditong ipangso, ditong mga Manuel Quezon. Basta imo gid siyang papugan, imo gid i-push na you have to choose Sun Life kay di ka magmahay, which is di masad ta maka ingon na makakta is because tinuod masad atong gisulti. Wala nato na storya, wala sila kabaw.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, unsa na ni mga questions lain. So, mo na ang technique ra nako sa pag-sold. So, maingon sa sige Jace, mo na sila storya lang ya ta ana, labi na mas dali ma-close ang gagmay. Dali ra, pero ang mga katong mga pride kaning mga arang-arang, of course, you have to choose daghan kay factor. I-choose nila ang product, i-choose ng advisor, nganong ikaw man kadaghan ng mga Chinese din ha na maayo kaayo. Di ba? So daghan kay factor, so imo jud i-push imo self na dili sad kay pushy, like imo sa siyang amiga-amiga balik, chika-chika nimo again, dili gid siya one time gid bitaw na. Na no, dili jud na siya mo workout kay pag first nako atong first 5-6 months nako akong kitry kanang the traditional approach na maingon ko na, ma'am, I have an insurance like Sun Life, would you like to plan? No way, isin ra jud ko, as in high blood na gid ko giahak ko na hapit ng love letter, imas jud saon na lang jud. So it won't work para nako ha, dili kay siya mo work. Maybe mo work siya sa mga formal, maybe mga formal na kanang anad-ana, but ako na-realize yun, pagkakatunang I have to change my technique. So, ni-try jud ko og friend approach na kanang, dili sad ingon na pa friendly lang. You have to prove yourself also na kamao kasi mong bastorya. Pero, ang pagsud man yun, ang kwan good. Sa technical, bright matatanan, di ba? Ang kabaw na matatanan, nakapangutan ta sa tong you, ang dali naman jud siya. Pero ang pagsud jud siya, ang very hard for me. So, I have to do something like sa mga uban na clients katong na close na kog help kanang katakanta ko sa ilahang kuan baptismal silang anak bisag unsa na lang kanang diskarte gid siya kay lain mas gyud diskarte ang tao, di ba? Ang uban maisa kanang para refer kun kani kana mo sa nako style, ma'am kanina super man maayo kay na ana niya human, thank you kay Jace ha. So mao na nanay kuan, so nanay siya utang ng loob nimo gamay. Ma'am nanak kanang ma'am mo ano ko nimo ma'am mo kanang mo chika lang ko nimo ani ma'am kay sayang mod kay ma'am kung mo kay baw kay kaning uban man good kita wa man good kay ta nakabaw sa uban na wala na kay istorya. So ako at least ako maka istorya ko nimo ani okay ra kay ma'am di kamukha or what unsa imong decision, pero at least ma'am naingnan ka kay para way mahay niya puhon na munos di ay ganahan di ka sa product kay magamit nimo in the future kay protection di gid ni. So ananaon na kumura ko na ko siya i-push jud ban na di jud siya kabalibad. So mo ba unsa di na nindot jud na Jace ano siya umam sa paminawa lang gid ma'am di jud ka magmahay. So imo jud siyang ambot lang lain siguro, pero in ana lang ako style dili jud ko ganahan ng hi ma'am, this is Kuan, Sun Life Advisor. Dili siya mo workout.
Yeah.
Ana. So mao na to siyang answer sa number, pero murag natubag. Nakuha ko siya nako tanan dapat ta. Ako lang pilian lang nila ako kay di lagi ko hilig jud mag-prepare, murag diretso lang gid ni. So
yes, natural jud ka ana.
So what product do you offer? Okay. Of course, kung normal gyud di ba sa una FlexiLink man tanong karon ako ni prefer ko aside sa dakog commission na 50%, pero makabundak magugo sa 100 years old kay moingon ko sa client ba although mas nindot jud ang Maxi Prime when it comes to investment, pero considering food bratong gud ang MaxiLink 100 yun makaingon ka awa ma'am considering 700,000 1,000 a month lang mahal magud sa una, di ba? Ay mahal magud ang Maxi Prime og mga akong kikwenta 20% yata ang tubo sa 700,000 insurance, 1,000 sa MaxiLink. Maxi Prime is 1 million, ako ana 1.2. So kana madani magud sila matanaw sa proposal na hala barato bitaw no kay kita man ko sa lain good na 500,000 ra pero 1.3 1.5 so kita Umatan awa to amang 700,000 na 1,000 na asa makaana ay sa mukuha kag St. Peter ma'am na 900 a month ang imong makubra is times
Bitaw.
2 lang, kuha na lang ka sa insurance sa Sun Life na i-retire nimo na apa kay millions average, of course depende sa market, pero secured na ang imuhang insurance na 700,000 mo na imong bayad panglubong, bayad sa panglubong, palitan nimo imong anak o sa ila imong ipangmana nila. Ma'am, unahon nimo ang insurance na magsiling ay sa St. Peter kay daghan man masaro dali rabi kay mag-agent St. Peter manguha ng 900 a month. Sa una 300 ganyan nagara man sila kay kusog. Nag 900 na sila ron na for 5 years. So 55,000 na imong bayaran for 5 years. Nya ang total ana average is 110,000 rupiah. So ako mangita jud kog way na kung makakuha kag lain na gamay ginansya, gamay og benefit, kuha na lang kag Sun Life na mas dako, napakay retirement. So makaingon sila na bitaw no, grabe no, duka niya, ma'am. Di pa jud na maon, napa jud HIV. Add lang kag 100 pesos a month, kay minimum mata 500 a day, na 500,000, na kay 500,000 na hospital ana. So mga budget lang kag 1-2 ma'am na kay health. So magkinaon sa ma'am, any illness would do ma'am, including COVID. So naa kay pambay sa hospital. Kasi may mong hatag mo karon ma'am, so kay pa-insure karon labi na mga nanatas mga 40s. Pero of course kita, di man kita kay ganahan na mukuha na ni mga kanang bitong old age na sa HIV kay bisag magkuan ba sa nanaslay mga what bitaw
pre-existing.
ana. So ako gusto lang prangkahan daan. Ingon jud ko na ma'am kanang dapat lang kita declare ani ma'am ha sa utotong sakit kay lisod nang gud kayo ma'am kung dapat mo open ta kay ka-claims ana mabalikan nya nuntan na naasli wa na declare niya ana ba. So mo ingon na sa mo kuan ako ma'am pero so far kani ako mga clients karon mga 30s pa man millennial kana mga dili kay dagko ba kay 17 18 pa ko kadakko na ning kamot pa intaw sige lang. So mo ni siya ang ako jud i-offer kung normal is maximum 100 sa kay mauman ang kuan kanang barato niya indot siya tan-awon kay kuan 1,000 100,000 pero kung naay client na close nimo na maingon siya ganahan jud ko intended for investment or mas dako so mo share na bahala gamay commission mo share na lang ko sa Maxiling Prime na maingon ko na ma'am ani na lang ma'am kaning Maxiling Prime ma'am na siya pros and cons. So kaning Maxiling Prime mas dako siya future na retirement ay sa Maxilink, which is the charges makita ang dyan nato mas dako mo charge good ang Maxilink. So ito siya napakitog comparison, then you let them through. So kaninong Maxilink Prime ma'am mag 89 na ka ma'am mo long life ta dili na ka ma-covered pero kanina Maxilink 100 ako sa pipiliyon. So ay mas wa nakuha ng 88 Gs oy laglag na ari na lang kuha ng 88. So ako, sige ma'am, diha na kamo may mazako og retirement, which is true, di ba? Kay kung tanawon jud nimo ang charges is really different gyud. Dako siya different. Amo rag kung imo jud ikuan kung kwarta kay Prime Maxilink kuan jud siya Prime. So mo na siya more or less mo na akong style pero ang bottom line ana is I think murag you have to let the clients feel na you know what you're doing kanang you really know ba sa imong gipamot hindi ba to patanga-tanga na namay uban gud nakoy kaila ba na niingon Diyos ni ko atong aksa ba kay niingon man gud siya na kailangan don yung points para kay kuan dili ka mo for me ha I need apps, I need AC tanan pero I don't let them feel that good even a little na kuan kubik kay kinahanglan jud kay sa kuan kay man ka nang di ko nagbaduy ganahan ko cool lang na pinakalit di ko na magbaduy kay mura mo kag Jason so mo siya uy desperada kay makahalik like di ko ganahan ana pero I don't know if it works sa others maybe kung close friend yun mo best friend mo pero wapo ka siya ana pero na ko'y friend na niingon na it happened ko no na magiana ko ng uban kay napay uban na ibalik ng commission painong kubik kay pakuta commission kay kakakoy ba kayo masigig serve niya ang commission ana ba so dili kay kumuha mo maybe kanang pahalipay siguro pa kanon more water nalang sa dyan nimo pero as much as possible kanang servisyong totoo kunuhay kanang imo ipa-feel nila ba na you are there to support them anytime 24/7 they could contact you anytime ma Facebook ma phone niya when you answer them dapat process of mind good kay they are your client so ma'am, kumusta ma'am? With kuan good conviction na
Yes.
ingon na wa kay gana na mutubag kay ma'am, I'm busy, I call you later. No, you don't talk that way. Like, ma'am, if ever you're busy kanang imo siyang kuan imo i-good pagkastorya ba na, ma'am, I will call you back ma'am ha, kay nalang gyud ko dinalian diri nakikuan ma'am, then later ma'am ato na atubangon ng imong questions. Ing ana akong style. So
Yes.
I don't let them feel na ay so may siya ay abi nakakuha na. So mo na ang actually namud ko yung mga referral. So murag makaingon ko ba na siya use yung tarungon kay in reality maka-refer jud sila nimo, like sa ako isa
Yes.
ka niyan murag ni-refer na siya duha. Without wala sige pangayo murag ko na o si Jason, okay kuan ko tabian kay to kuan na to ana ba so na jud gamit na yung pagkatabian no bisag wa lang. Anyway, so unsa naman ni a common objection, so kuan jud objections jud kuan
Yes.
wingon jud sila. Actually nanato ako'y kaming lima akong ki lakad ko mo City Hall ni rampa jud ko City Hall kay daghan nito government ba na namoy kadazid ko ana. So nakakuha na ta kog sure na 5. So karon na kuan ko na kanang lisod ni balibad na sila na karon unya na lang. So munang mukuan sila moingon sila na unya na lang, pero ako patos lang balikan again, wala sa jud ko ni focus o balik nila karon kay di man sila di mo sila ipa-feel na namugos ka ba. So imo lang sa nayon sa object kanang sir kumusta man ka diha sir kanang lagi uy mo na lagi yung ECQ lisod lagi kay pero puhon sir makita lang ta puhon sir nga nanaon lang ako, pero karon ni focus na lang gid ko sa interesado karang naabot ko na kwarta despite the ECQ wala sa nakupog mga way trabaho kay lisod sa kayo ba. So nang chat kog mga kaila lang kanang tan-aw nimo na murag active pa ni na pay panginabuhi, like na ako'y na client 1-3 si pamaligang lechiplan ana, so akong chatan kanang mga pero kuan kanang wa man gud siya rocket ron cause he is a coordinator ba yads good mga yads mga friends. So ako sir pa insured na ka at least ba kanang puko nakasugod ka karon, so ako sa nang gamito ng crisis kunuhay na down pa ang market. So, tinuod man sa ko na makakana.
Yes.
So, bisan pag sa VUL, it could apply. So, moingon ko na, sir, dapat musud ka karon ng crisis. Kay, ikaw mas crisis, mas gamay mong tubo ka mas dako. Tanawa, sir, ang San Miguel karon ako nipakita titong kuan. Katong ni Saka og 20%, katong pareha kang Ma'am Zaira. So, bisan pag VUL, 1,000, it could help. Makatabang
Yes.
na po na siya na technique. So, mo ba ma'am, mas nindot day karon ko. Sige, kuha lang ko anak, ma'am, ang payment anak sir, ay sa problema imo jud ipakuga na kuha na sila na ang payment anak sir, pwede ra gig Palawan sir ni ako na likuan sa imong akta ng bayad. Tabangan lang nimo siya ba para di siya mahasol kay mo papatubang kumuhawa na modaga na. Ako pa may tagpagi na.
Yes.
Mingon ang client na dali ra man dai ka Joyce no nindot jud kay kakakuha no like na apoy koy katubit akong gisan nimo gahapon diyan akong amigo ba katong singer na wala gyud siya kakuha sa HIV niya. Kuan kay kumugam-gam niya. So, ana no siya nako may pang ikaw ng ikuan na late man ang kuha nimo murag. So, kanang pagka-active na to as an advisor, it should help na murag niingon pa to sa Daryl na puhon mo refer daw siya na sa hospital pero ni anak mo ko niya na di para ba pwede ron. So, naku Dar, kuhain na lang na imong kailan na dili tag hospital kay ang hospital ron awa di na nun sila ma-protected. Karon at least pwede pa ta na maka-protect sa lain dili ra ingon na hospital sige la human ECQ mabalik ra is normal. So positive gihapon di ta moingon na anang di ra ba pwede ang mga doctors ron sorry ambot di ko moingon ana kanang sorry I don't know ambot lang kay mo lang you feel sorry murag ako lang mabalik ra bitaw na ika human ECQ so no problem mabalik ra na after. So karon atong unahon ning mga dili affected like kan mga businesswoman kaning mga kwarta-kwarta ba as kung ingon ni Lincoln na you won't say payment ako nag-apply ma'am deposit na ta karon na buwan ma'am kay June na para ma'am na go lang gihapon imong policy kay nara ba kay sabi ako jung sudlan og mga flowery ba naman ang ganahan bitaw sila kay of course we are like advertising so free advertisement we just need effort. So at least wala ta nagbayad og sponsored sa Facebook kay ora man gihapon ako mga kaila sponsor ba gyapon kahalin nagbayad og 10,000 ang buwan ako yung mga friend dito sa ISO discuss ni kwarta oy murag kanang Kuan man good. It could help pero more on sa one-on-one man good siya mo base. Effort
Yes.
good siya. Na di mo siya pakawalan ba kung half style na siya, imo na siyang i-go, i-push na gini mo siya na di na siya mo balibad. Kay kuan naman good. Murag duol na kay ba? Doon na kay na. Kabaw mo kag nanay kwarta ngano di gud mo kuha na para iyo maka na maligya jud alahas na mura ra nimong ikuan mo maka na maligya og kanang mga bag na LV na mahihadlo ka di ka konsensya mo kay baligyan ako si madam og 500,000 na bag although nindot man na siya wa ko niingon na bad na kay umpos kung ka-afford ilam ng decision pero kaya itong baligya nila is for their protection and it could be big pa investment pa so when they retire, lain sa kayo muubos jud, di masad jud siguro na mahitabo unless one time lang na payment. Pero kang Ma'am Jennifer na 2013 nya wa gihapon kay one time man gud wa man gud na monitored. Pero kaning VUL more or less musaka man gud siya, di man gud siya muubos unless tiguang na kaayo na nakas mga 90 years old katong Maxilink 100 kanang mo sa nay kiingon kato bitong sa Flexilink diyan na kanang it could sustain ba until
Yes.
until the end. So kana i-tackle gyapon na nato. We have to open up with the client gihapon ana kung ganahan sila technical kanang mura bitaw sila og interested kay labi na mga big like 5,000 up kay dekado na ba mo assuretan na million good. So ato silang i-push na if mag premium holiday sila the better.
Yes.
So mas may jud na ilan lang deposit nam this ako
Deposit.
ani lang kanang ma'am kani imong account na this is like your bank already na mas return kay ma'am naman jud kay bank account ma'am dali ra kay na ma-swipe ma'am ATM lang na kubra na mag-YOLO na dayon ta magpalit-palit og kunsa at least ma'am kani so di mo Sun Life di paano mo siya for your future dili mo siya dali makubra although if you need an emergency fund, you can claim that after, pwede gani ma'am, after 2 years ka pin. So di ko maingon jud ana kayo, pero moingon usay ma-challenge mo ko. So what if jud Jay, listo jud kayo na malabay na lang kung kwarta kay di ko kaharos ana imong 10 years or ma'am, actually ma'am, dili ako siyang i-challenge. Ma'am, dili na ana ma'am kaysa bank ma'am, di ba ma'am? It's the 5 years man siya for time deposit. So ako lang na pwede lang mo siguro na makuha pero na-alay charge, di ba? Murag akong paghibaw pero akong iingon na sa Sun Life, ma'am, there's no charge. If makuha ka after the 2 years and 1 month, katong ingon nimo dyan na 25 months, pwede na, paunin mo imong fund value, bilinan lang imong charges. So akong i-positive ang iyahang negativity. So mo
Yes.
siya na, then, kung mo ba, Jace, pwede na daay, nagaman, ma'am, pwede na ka ma'am, ika 2 years, ano, hinahinan ni mo bayad, sa 2,000 mong bayad, 500 or 600 lang ba, basta ma-cover lang yung mga charge na ginagmay. But ay kuan kana akong i-encourage jud ma'am na imo lang jud butangan kay kana man gud imong gibutang na money ma'am ang tubuan na for example 100,000 imong money that could make you 110,000 so kanang 10,000 ma'am kuhaan na nag-charge gamay na 2,000 ang year sa imong 2,000 a month or 3,000 ginansya gyud kag 7,000 so it's like you're not paying anything so kay ang imo naman ginansyang ibayad sa imong charge so akong i-positive jud
Yes.
ang aura kay of course kabaw man ko at the end gid siya naagid siya cons yun ang kaning sa 60 onwards na kay you have to monitor it gid ba kay what kabaw mo ubos bitaw kaayo sa crisis mo 4% pa lang mo down pero layo pa man sad good na good pwede pa man ta na mainat sa client na ma'am you have to top up it's just like you need an effort again. So karon sa atong istoryahan kay gagmay pa makay-charge ang mga first 10 years, di ba? Napas 2,000 a year. Dili naman sa tumoy mo. So unya na lang na-tackle na to. So ang ato sa jud purpose, di sa dato i-negative tanan, di sa dato i-complicate to close the deal. So anyway, di man ka makonsensya na protected man na sila, di ba? So
Yes.
wala gahapoy. Why no guilt in the first place unsa na to? Daghan na kay Jan, human na ba ko dyan? Or daghan na?
Yeah, more what common
Wala,
objection,
wala.
convince them.
Okay
interested
ka na.
in them. Yeah,
How
Jace,
do
kanina
you-
ay normally kay interested na mo aman ay unya na lang after kaning ECQ ay
Okay.
how do you say nga giunsa nimo pagsulti karon na jud ma'am.
Okay. Mo na kiingon na emotional blackmail gyud dyan. Ingon ko
Huh?
ma'am, okay gyud ka ay.
Unsa
Ma'am,
man na
okay
Jace?
ma'am. Dili oy char gyud dyan. Oy kana mo ingon na ko ba na?
Oh, sige.
Na okay naman ika. Ako sa i-push nila na okay la jud tanan di ko maingon ay lain na ni ma'am. Oy dili ka mukuha na ko ma'am. Nalain ako ma'am. Dili ni mo ipa-feel ana. Like ako iingwan lang na Kaya ma'am, okay na kayo ma'am, ikapan ko ma'am, wala considering mo, karon ka mo sud na what if na hitabo ma'am, pero nakakakubra, isod na lang na ma'am. Anyway, ma'am, dali raman gid kaayo i-deposit ma'am, ako ray bahala tanan. Ako siyang pug-on na mosugot siya. Unless na gyud kung gahi na gyud kayo. Pero if kanang feeling good bitaw nimo na murag duol na, kanang ako na siyang i-push na mukuan siya mo kanang magana siya ba kay iya di ang advantage mo naon iyahan ng life protection, iyahan ng hospital income benefit niya kuno naon hustle gani kay na ha until 60 years old ka magsigig atang anang ma-admit siya ikaw mo process ana. Pero anyway, pwede man gyapon na nimo paadto dito niya pero di ba murag additional work din na siya kaysa ako mga kaila diri sa ISO silang Rin, silang Mark. Sige ba silang HMO HIV. Oh, so sige sa process na ganito yung time na akong gipaapa si Rain Torres kaning UM sa Kuan, UM sa Dao na Crimson. Apa sudzay, apa sa ko diri kay picture nako. Ana kay kuan kay December. Sus no accident man na iyang kuan. Iyang client, ate magkuan pa ko, mag-file pa ko. Lo Ginoo ko paskong dako, mag-file ka jay akong giingnan ba. So mo na di ko makonsensya ko sa pag-on kay swerte na gani kay silang makakuha sa HIV kay kana until 60 years old di na nimo ikuan sa bisyon nila pero mo lagi na katong chika dyan, we are focusing really on investment and insurance, HMO na lang mo din ha oy kung ganahan mo health pero ako karon dako kay tabang sa ECQ bitang HMO kay makaingon manggod ka makahunat ka ba na ma'am duha na lang paano ma'am kay namon gud tayo hospital. So whatever happens to you, ma'am, 3-in-1 benefit na ta. So napakay hospital, napakay insurance. So ako silang mindset na tulo jud ilang makuha nya for just 1,000 minimum. So ako siyang inaton do hinay-hinay after the 1,000, ma'am. Kaya na to ang mga kuan nang budget tag 2,000 ana pero wa palagi na ilan di bitaw wala pa na convince maingon manggod na lisod man karon Jis wala sa 1,500 lang sa so di lang sa dako pugson kay 1,800 2,000 dako na nako ron panahona kay nata ko'y mga 3K laging coming katong pa ECQ na nawalay man sige lang balikan lang ya to so karon laban lang gyapon ginagmay bahala na lang ni oy so muna mo laban ako 1,700 na ako'y 1,800 mo so next kuan muna sige ko chat lang niya friend lang niya di lang murag naka-boost na siguro I don't know di man gid siguro na mo apply sa tanan no ang kanang Facebook na mga post pero ako lang sa itan sensitive lang pud ko na di kay bad boy no na kanang unsa naman ning bayhana oy kanang muron nig merkado iyang Facebook di sa nako ikuan na inana pero mutabang gid siya ang posting for me kay katong gud sa una katong iba diyan imo na akong gikuan diyan bakod ko December niya ulag na lapang ko real estate ato magwa pa kay ko kakuan bala oy duhan akong buhaton napay tindahan niya kanina ako murag niya bongga pa kay atong Redwood branch manager mga Chinese mga big time mga big case binuo ko kaya kanina ako so muto pag first 6 months wa jud murag offer ko Sun Life ko niya so mo nang ako jud gipanindigan mga June na dapat jud ko mura jud ko correct ani dapat ako jud ni i-claim kay kung dili puta mahitabo ani 180 is not a joke tidako na pud na for akuan kanang dili bitaw full time so muna ang technique ra gid ana is abot para nako mo gamit siya ang posting pero I know na nadyo hesitant na mubuhat ana pero na gid siya effect for me og sa mga kaila pud nako na ni Excel like kay mo kuan gud siya sa mind sa tao kanang free advertisement mo gud siya so more or less mauna siya mauna mo to siya.
Yes. Thank you kayo, Jace.
Napay gamit dyan. Napay gamit ang mga chika.
Yes, gamit dyan kayo. Kanang, okay, I will kanang open, Jace mo lang
okay,
ni
okay.
Last night, sus nag-overtime yun ni Jaisel, nangita mi sa answer nga.
Kato.
Client ni chat nga, dyan, if magkuha og HIV ba, today, during ECQ, kay pwede naman kaya online, if, for example, God forbid, next month, maigo ko og COVID sa inyong HIV, maka-claim ba dayon ko? Or na ay waiting period? So, unsa may answer, Jace?
Okay. Katong di ba, nag-email man ta dyan, nagkatabang, masagid kong Jenny, no, kay pataka-taka lang kong storya ba, kanina ba akong ECQ karon puro dyan na HMO, kay mo may akong panghapos ron.
HIV.
HIM, HIV. So, nangutan namin ni Jenny, nag-email din ang Sun
Yes.
Life, na naami, masend na mo later, ang reply sa Sun
Screenshot
Life
na ko dire.
oh yes, ma-claim yun siya. Any sickness, including COVID, at the date na ma-approve ang imuhang application. So, di ta mag-uol kay ni chat yun me. Actually, daghan mi gipangut ako
Yeah,
gipangpangutan
daghan
ako
kayo,
mga
guys.
friendship. Nya, para nila makuan gyud ma-approve gyud akuan gyud siya upon approval gyud pero wa mi nahimutang ni Jenny kay pataka-taka lang mi ba og kuan bisan di na ana ba so nangutan mi na ay isan si Jenny pud isan kuan karon ma-approve kung upon approval so dayon because
Yes.
related to COVID so di mo na ato ang ma-sud na nato sa ato ang kuan murag pang kuan ba pang sud bitaw sa client ron na di ba common na biya kayo yung insurance. So health like ichika kaning narabatay rider na health insurance ma'am ikuan lang ni 1,500 2,000 a month nga dali ra kaayo ang application ma'am ako ray bahala ma'am kuan ang tag ID niya na ray email ayo lang kayo ipa-fill nila na lisod like
Yes.
basta ipadali lang ang butang-butang madali ra gid siya kung nonong dali ana lang niya Jenny pag grabe kay mo tabang kanang swerte kay sa datong grabe kaayo maikog lang ta di mo work
So Jason,
mao na ni siya so mao rin ni Jen no so padar ra gid di ay
yeah kana si Miss Trina she is our head sa kanang health and accident niya gabi daghan na kay migipungutan ni Jay sa almost 10 o'clock na minahuman murag siguro 7 nakatawo but then the answer was they were not sure murag 90 days murag 1 year or murag automatic dayon so we cannot share to everybody if we are not sure so hanto nang jud ni Sir Edwin abot na jud ni Trina so there we question if HIV as rider, inko one of my advisor na ikaw na ni Jay. So 10 policies this week for submission. We just like to verify if healthy client, take note they have to have no pre-existing approved and suddenly next month gets hit with COVID. Can clients claim no waiting period 90 days or 1 year? Then nag-screenshot pa jud diri sa proposal magud because inko so mo ko Jay screenshot ko ng hospital income benefit nga portion sa proposal niya. I said I'm bothered because I read must occur in the early year of the policy anniversary. Inko to me it means 1 year after pa siya pwede maka-claim if ma-COVID or whatever illness karon for verification. So see, we got it from the head of H&A herself this morning. Good morning, Miss Jen. HIV rider has no waiting period. So you can go to your clients, balikan na sila nga, ma'am, na atay rider as long as what type pre-existing, ha? Take note. Kaya nga no, mostly karon there are some denied claims sa kaning some let's say na COVID no or let's say kinsa ba din ha nga hospital income as rider. The reason was na sila wala na declare na pre-existing. But these clients na suko kay, for example lang ha, ilang pre-existing is let's say kanang asthma or kanang mga mild lang bitaw or reproductive and then what na declare but then naukaya ni Sun Life nga, ma'am, wa man ka ni declare good ato. So, mahimo na hinaon to o area nga i-deny ni Sun Life. So, as sulti ni Giselle, basta mo attach tag HIV, tanan, i-declare gyud kay pwede man ma-approve gyud po ng H sample na some client would say, ay, di na ako ma-declare, ma'am, di na ako ma-approve, ma'am. So, mas maayo pa, i-declare niya kay kana siya, let's say, ma-admit siya na wa na ginailabot na pre-existing, but for any other illness, covered. So, ayan, so, as going back, so, Miss Trina, your underlined statement means that the coverage for this benefit is only up to anniversary policy on or following insured 60th birthday. So, HIV is only until age 60. So, ayan, so noted, thank you. So, we can share this to our clients. We can go back to our pre-existing clients because they're the easiest to go back to nga. Ma'am, pwede ba ito mo add rider, ana, if okay ka. Pero mo lang nasa siya additional cost, but then lately mo na ginaanggi pangita gid sa mga clients kaya because before man good, in all honesty, I always discourage Jace. Sabi ko, Jace, ayaw lagi pa maligya ng mga help kay na lang kay di ma-declare mag-away jud mo sa client jud ana. So mo na declare lang jud tanan, then we'll just see kung ma-approve ana. So mo ni siya, and then there's also a statement regarding sa Sunfit and Well, di ba? Sunfit and Well, that has kuan man. So cleared na ta ang HIBS rider. So we like to differentiate kay Jaisel is also queen of Sunfit and Well, biasa ni ang ka Jaisel pod. So here comes na pod ang sa Sunfit and Well, ang variation lang nato sa Sunfit and Well is kailangan siya within 90 days pa pwede maka-claim na ay waiting period ang ato ang Sunfit and Well. So ayan, I send that to our page. Wait, let me retrieve it here para lang ma-understand sa tanan na we have this kaning ana, okay? So, if for example, we had clients who already got Sunfit and Well, we have to take note na kanang if Sunfit and Well gali siya, if ma-diagnose siya og COVID now, dili na siya maka-claim og hospital income benefit. So that's why when we sell Sunfit and Well, we have to tell the client nga ang covered ra gyud sa HID is ang naka-list ra gyud 114. Ma'am, if wala gyud na diri sa list, ma'am, dili jud ka maka-claim og hospital income benefit. So do you see now ang sharing ni Jaisel, you can actually muna matupalilingkon, di ba? 7 policies, you can share, cross-match nga na siya Sunfit and Well because na endowment, na guaranteed payout, murag nahog 10 years paying on the 65 na kay balik sa imong premium, you just pay 40%. But wala covered if wala sa lista. So ma'am, pwede na to i-attach kung naatay Maxi 100 or any other product, attach tag HIB as rider, any illness. So you complement now the product. So at least kanang ma-cleared out gyud tani ang air nga kuan nga mo. So we now have a concrete answer to our clients. No waiting period if rider ang hospital income benefit. Minimum 500 peso, maximum 10,000 per day na kuan rider. So
dyan ako i-kita dyan ha kay actually ako mahadlok gid ko di ba sa atong mga ako ganahan jud ko mo kuan og help sa tinuod lang ba personally kay of course magamit mo siyang buhi. So nangutana gid ko sa mga kaila sa ISO kay kani mga friends nato ba actually ganahan man sila mo claim sa HIB dali ra man gid daw kayo. Dali ra man gid daw. Unless lang yun kuno kung naadyo masakpan si Sun Life nakanabitaw mga big nimo na kuan. Kuan ingon pud akong isa ka amiga na close na ako. Kaning basta na gani HIB possible gyud kay di ba naman na sa 103 kanang ABC dapat na check bisag usa na kanang have you been kanang
sa application form.
Kanang na yes bisa lang kog annual check up lang good or kanang
so
kanang
indicate
anything di lang nimo i-note tanan ba kay labi na nay HIB kung walay HIB di ra kayo delikado kay life insurance man 2 years ana stability pero kung HIB di man good siya applicable ana so siya na imo gyud siyang pahunahon bisan pa og pila na ka years to na agi na nag-annual physical exam ba to siya or kanang unsa siya ipa-declare lang gyud nimo na kay at least moingon gyud si Sun Life na example mo question si Sun Life ba na unsa man ni imong mga kliyente puro man ni mga no oy kay ako naniguro mo gud ko ana dapita kay bisan nagba-sanction ko ana ba kay daghan na ra ba ko karon lately og HIB so nangutan na ko sa nahitabo sa uban kay kaning mga uban ko na mga ISO kaning mga branch asagaran gyud akong gibantayan nagi mga sud HIB mo offer gyud sila kay mo gyud ba pangpadani gyud sa client pero mao lagi ang the servicing is not a joke kay imagine masige admit nga sige kag file so ana ba 60 years old labi na kanang layo siya labi na taga example ako Molbual niya maunsa na siya didto so ang filing ana bitaw murag kuan siya ba murag additional work gid siya pero it could help gyud para maka-client kay maka-add-on man na example HIB ra iyang kuan masingit man nimo bisag di ka interested sa investment or sa insurance masingit man gud nimo na ma'am dapat nasa ta insurance iduha na lang so mo na murag ma-all in siya, murag magtinabangay ang tulo ka product ba na
Yes.
capture gid siya. Yes, good. Yeah. Mo na siya dyan, di ka man di kay hadlok ang HIV claims dyan, matod pa sa akong mga kaila na sige claim. Kay akong mga kasagaran kaila sa Sun Life, amon joy claim and in 3 months nagi usa duha anak. Yes.
Well, ako, katong when I was kanang starting pa sa Jays, nagid ko'y clients na ako nakakog HIV, and it's true, dali raman maka-claim.
Okay.
Pero kato iya is past 4 years na to iya ha. O si Te,
totoo na no.
ato i-open si Te na ay ni-raise hand si Te.
Okay.
Si Te is one of our top SMs na. Hi, Te!
Akong idol. Hi, idol.
Well, actually, para worth it po ang inyong pag-invite sa ako. Ako lang
Oh my God! Hi!
Grateful kay ko nga, gi-welcome ko ni Jen. Timing na message ko niya last night, and then timing din nga naamoy unit meeting, and then she invited me exclusive. Ako ra ang salibpusa dire. So
Ikaw pinaka-big.
So honored ko kay gi-required ba ta ni BM nga mo attend siya sa in every unit meeting. So since nga di kay ko tiki, so na grateful kay ko nga na-experience na ako being with you. So about HIV claims, tinuod, sometimes na atay murag hardships usahay kana kung naay mga gitawag nato kanang concealed na mga information. So in fact tong advice ni Jen nga dapat na declare tanan. So far ako daghan ako og na file nga mga claims, and thank God it runs smoothly, na-release ra tanan og na-appreciate sa mga client. But mo ni siya ang gibasihan sa HIV, katong giingon sila nga 1 year pa usa ka maka-claim kana kung naa siya admission or confinement relating to the same diagnosis. So dili gyud siya ka-claim. Let's say karon na before siya nagpalit og HIV, na-admit siya within 12 months. Usa approve. So kung let's say January nakapalit siya og na hospital siya ron og pneumonia. And then 6 months after na istorya nato din na close ang account, so na-approve yung policy, and then pagka 8 months after na-admit siya og pneumonia.
Pneumonia na sad.
Dili siya ka-claim. Oo, dapat 1 year after. Next is kung accident ang cause sa iyahang pagka-confined, so mo nang wala na siya waiting period, automatic maka-claim siya. Kung kanang wala siya yung mga previous history, or maulagi ito siya kanang within 12 months wala siya confinement, so pwede siya maka-avail siya. Okay, o claims. So ang ako alang ron so far sa tanan ako nga mga HIV claims nga wala dayon so kanang hassle pa kaayo siya. Personal gyud na ako mismo nga policy nga which is naka-insured akong anak. So what happened is na-admit siya diri sa Osamis for 3 days, unya na-release siya. Dayon nag-reoccur ang iyang fever after 3 days na pod. So na-admit siya sa hospital sa Cebu, sa Chongwa. So mo nandugay ang na-process kay grabe ang inahang mga follow-up. Napa sila yung mga katong mga previous nga mga doctor o katong mga nag-co-manage nga mga doctor kay mga additional. So mawala na yung medyo kuan sa ato ang part as an advisor. Pero since siguro eventually na puti mga secretary. So ingon ana lang. So kung tan-awon lang gyud nato as a whole, medyo hassle siya pero worth it man pud siguro ang atong compensation during sa sales. So dili lang nato tan-awon ang negative aspect kundi itong ato ang mismong passion nga we are here to help our client. Okay? So mo lang na siya.
Thank you kayo Tek for your sharing. Tapos we have last di ay sus, nilapos na ta 6 naman yung time.
Oh my gosh!
No, it's okay. Kay very interactive niya nga itong learning session. So, based sa atong update, so we will bring in si Katrina kay during sa kanang ato ang summary for the meeting, we have gyud kanang mostly nga advisor and client nga mga problem na encounter this ECQ, especially on lapsing, grace period. So we like to verify something. So Kat, you may share your slide na nga kuan.
Hi everyone! Hi Mister! Idol din kita actually.
Wow.
I'm proud kay ko nimo Kat. Grabe.
Thank you.
Happy ko kaayo sa imong success.
Salamat. I'll make it very quick lang kasi medyo boring na to technical.
Okay. Sige, share screen. Overview lang. Kat is actually a CPA. She used to be senior manager on a firm sa Manila sa handling sa finance. And then Kat got married and transferred to Cebu. She's running her business. And so she's actually one of my clients, ni si Kat. So, yan. So, Kat, without further ado, start your sharing.
Ayan. So, common clients and advisors question. Actually, dalawa lang naman to. So, yung first is, what if hindi makabayad ng policy si
Share
client?
content. Oo.
So, usually, actually marami nang nagte-text sa akin na, uy, hindi ako makabayad, pwede bang next time? So, I replied to them na Sun Life is really understanding and understands us na ine-extend yung grace period. So, for this two example ko, etong isa, kasi meron akong na-encounter na nag-negative siya for this month. Pag ganito ang nakasabi na policy change and then you need na funds become insufficient, it means na nag-negative na siya, pwede pa natin siyang habulin. Pwede pa tayong maglagay ng at least 1 month or kung magkano yung na-negative ni client. But pag pinabayaan pa siya, so aabot na siya sa clients needs to reinstate. So,
Kat, can you show the share screen? So,
hindi siya
maintindihan
nakashare.
nila. Oo, hindi pa siya nakashare.
Sorry.
Kasi, I think some or most iba nakatanggap na, oh, nag-negative na. And then the next text would be, oh, you need na to reinstate it. So, what is the difference and how can we find a solution na before pa siya aabot na for reinstatement ba siya? Ayan. Yan. So, Kat is
Nakashare na.
has prepared. Ayan, yan. Nakashare na siya, Kat. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Ang dami ko na nasabi. So, for example, for this client, itong client na to, actually, negative na yung fund niya, December pa lang. So, 1 month after mag-negative yung fund niya, magte-text na si Sun Life sa atin na we need to remit right away. But since matigas yung ulo ni client, so umabot siya to the second point na SRO na. So kung nagbayad lang siya kahit 3,000 on January 7,
1 month.
Yes, which is 1 month ng policy niya, masasave pa sana natin. So at this time, baka nakaka-receive na tayo nito, especially for yung mga clients natin na bago pa yung policy nila, yung mga nakuha natin.
1 quarter.
Yes, 1 quarter, last quarter of 2019, and then hindi pa nakakabayad ngayon due to ECQ. So, as much as possible, pag sinabi pa lang na fund become insufficient, kulitin na natin sila na magbayad kahit na 1 month lang. Or kung magkano yung negative.
Oo. Later, Kat will show you saan yan makikita if ever. Sige.
Okay. So, again, so wag lang natin papaabutin na sasabihin na magsasubmit ng SRO and we need to reinstate. Kasi pag umabot na tayo sa reinstatement, ibig sabihin, i-reset na ulit yung contestability nila. Diba? Meron tayong 2 years contestability pag nag-a-apply ng insurance. So, if gagawa na naman sila ng SRO, magbibilang na naman tayo from 0 to 2 years.
Okay, I like to add lang, but do not worry when you receive this kasi had it verified talaga, when they receive now, from February 15 up to May or June ba yun, basta starting February 15, if they were able to receive this with SRO na, they need not submit the SRO, but kailangan na ito na amount ilagay nila, yung 889 na quarterly amount na. Whereas if dito pa tayo sa first, yung nasa mouse ni Kat, when you receive a text na became insufficient, pag ganito nagali, may 1 month to go siya. See, from January, negative, so hanggang February, 1 month binibigay ni Sun Life. Pag ganyan, pasukan talaga ng at least 1 month para hindi siya aabot na kailangan na talaga pag SRO 1 quarter na okay. Just like example, may case si Jcel na parang actual din talaga na yung client said, natanggalan ako ng trabaho or kuan ko, supposedly, pero he was very willing pa to kanang get his insurance. Pero ngayon, sabi niya, Jace, mahirapan na talaga ako ng 1 quarter kasi mabigat, kakatanggal ko lang sa trabaho. I'm getting a new job but I haven't started because of this COVID. So, I can put in but 1 month lang. So, pag ganon, we know na pag insufficient na gali, lagyan mo lang ng 1 month. Or if, for example, sample lang yun na ang client is say, I'm so willing yun, but hindi ko talaga, I cannot pay right now. I don't have the facilities, but I'm really willing to continue. Pwede tulungan na lang sa natin. So, ganon. Para at least 1 month instead of the 1 quarter na mabigat. So, yan lang yung to add ko. Sige, Kat, continue.
Okay, so number two most common question is where can the client pay for premium renewal? So, ito yung list. I can share to you sa groups natin mamaya. So, basically may dalang difference lang. The bills payment and yung over the counter.
Oh.
So, if we will do bills payment, ito yung binabayaran natin, policy number lang yung binibigay natin sa bank. Whereas the over the counter, bank account yung gamit natin. So, another way where we can pay is through GCash and Cebuana Relier. You want to add something, Jen?
Okay, yes. To add to this, kasi encounter namin ito, like with Zai. So Zai is from Robinsons Bank and I'd like to bring Zai in kasi she was the one who informed certain details na I realized na, pwede pala iba. Ano ang difference ng bills payment? Ano ang difference ng over the counter? Okay, Zai, I'll bring you in. Yan, si Zai. Okay, Zai, can you expound?
Hi, hello. Makikinig lang ako, dun ako anyway, yung bills payment, pwede siyang over the counter actually. Bills payment, over the counter, or bills payment sa online banking. Sa bills payment, yun nga, kailangan natin ng mga premium payments usually kasi nagre-require siya ng policy number. While ang over-the-counter na deposit is deposit sa Sun Life's account. So, hindi yun automatic na papasok sa account natin, sa policy account, sa policy natin. Kasi, sa account yun ni Sun Life, so kailangan pa natin i-communicate kay Sun Life Accounting para i-match doon sa policy natin kay Sun Life.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much, Zai. Ayan, Harney has a question. Harn, yan. Go ahead, Harn.
May question ako. Regarding sa fund transfer, di ba automatic na siya masud sa Sun Life account? If fund transfer lang, kay kung bills payment, need siya i-enroll pa. So, dili siya makita if imong ay kanang sa page for hello? Copy ako.
Yes.
Nadungog na ako?
Yes,
hello?
Yes, Harn.
So, suwada na siya dito sa Sun Life account or need pa ko mag-submit o email niya mo niya man.
Ang fund transfer to Sun Life's account is same as depositing over the counter sa Sun Life's account. Ano yon, ng real time siya papasok sa account ni Sun Life. Pero yun same pa rin na nating mag-communicate for ano to ha, for premium payment. Kailangan pa rin nating mag-communicate kay accountant na meron tayong deposit.
Screenshot Harn and
para
email
sa
natin.
Sige, sige. May lang ako email ng dyan later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that's our next slide. Thank you so much, Zai, for the verification. And lastly nga, dito may nakalagay ba na mga, okay. Zai, last din, can you share? Kasi the security bank limit is 1 million. Pero ang placement sa client ni Zai was 1.5 million. Nagkagulo din kami that day. Sabi ko, paano ba to? So, explain, Zai.
Yung si security bank, nag-accept siya pareho bills. Security bank is not accepting bills payment over the counter. Pero pwede daw online. Pero yun nga, may limit. Mostly naman ng banks yata may limit. Walang over the counter pero pwede online banking. Pero pag over the counter, na deposit sa account ni Sun Life, wala siyang limit. Kasi deposit siya. Parang kasi sa bank hindi pwedeng i-limit yung deposit ni client kasi nga
yes. Ayan. Thank you so much, Zai, for the verification. Ayan. Okay, so Kat, continue, Kat.
So for wait, ayaw bumalaw.
Yan. Okay. Continue.
Payment option for bills for new business is almost the same except lang sa e-wallet na GCash and PayMaya where we need to do bank transfer kasi sa premium renewal diretso na yun parang bills payment na whereas dito sa new business parang tinitreat natin siya as bank deposit. And then, for every deposit that we make, we need to email this one, skillfallaccounting@sunlife.com. New business application serial number for new business, last name of insured and advisor code. For premium renewal, for existing, I think pwede na ang policy number. Any questions? Yun lang yung, I think yun lang yung pinaka-concern natin.
Sige, raise hand. Anybody? Or chat? Wala, Kat. Proceed.
Okay. Generating client update. Actually, maganda to for mga orphan client natin. As part, pagka mini-meet natin sila, maganda na may pre-present tayo or at least ready tayo to show them ano yung update sa policy nila, ano yung meron sila. So it's very good to know na alam din natin kung paanong ma-generate. So let's start from my portal, ano ba to? From Sun Life portal. So home, my client, we can either choose this search all account option or the Sun Life Financial. Napansin niyo itong Sun Life Financial Plan. This is the old plan of Sun Life Financial. So baka dito kayo nag-click, wala talagang lalabas. So for this option, I choose search all account para mas mabilis. And then on the pag-click mo siya, may bagong page na lalabas. So you just put your the client's last name and then hit the search button. After that, magawas ta ng policy ni client. So, if summary lang ang gusto nyo, you can just click this one, open PDF. But if you want a detailed of each of the transactions, click policy number ang i-click natin. And then, so open as PDF and then may magpa-pop up. Do you want to include the transaction history for the past 2 years? So you just say yes, then open as PDF. So ito yung PDF file ni client. So client's name, kailan na-issue yung kailan na-issue yung policy, the premium, the excess premium, and mode of payment. So pagka quarterly ang nakalagay dito, ibig sabihin quarterly rin ang premium na nakalagay, ang ang amount dito. Kasi before naguguluhan ako parang ano ba tong amount na to? Yearly ba to? Quarterly? So pagka yearly rin ang ilalagay nilang rate. What else is important? Dito sa payment method, you can see direct bill. So alam nyo kung bank debit, so nakalagay auto debit, kung credit card, nakalagay na credit card. And ito, policy value. Ito yung dito natin nakikita if nagne-negative na yung value ni policy value ni client. Questions? Wala naman siguro.
Wala. Siguro I would just like to add lang, kasi dito it's a plan name, example is Sun FlexiLink, no? 'Di ba? It's 500,000. But most of our plans ngayon, 'di ba, is 200% na, like Maxi Prime, Maxi 100. If ganyan, normally ang lumalabas is the hindi naka 200%. So client might ask you, kala ko ba 2 million, bakit 1 million na nakalagay? So just explain to the client na indicated here is the face amount, but yun nga, it's 200%, the death benefit is twice the amount. So, yan lang. And then as you can see here din, may lapse start date. So that's what we like to avoid, like yung sa text na pag nag-lapse na siya, nalagay na siya dyan. So really, mga clients natin ngayon who are able to receive na for SRO na, just tell them, do not worry, hindi nag-lapse policy mo, it's under extended grace period, but kailangan na niya i-pay that amount. No need to submit SRO for 91 days from the start of the lapse start date, hindi sa day na nag-negative. So, yan, at least. Yan lang i-add ko. Anybody else? Raise hand. Okay na, sige, Kat.
And then on the next, yes, dali na. And then on the next page, yung beneficiary detail ng mga clients. So when we visit them, ipa-double check na lang sa dang spelling, okay ang birthday, or kung may idadagdag sila as beneficiary. Then policy allocation. So for me, usually I recommend index fund para especially kung bata pa sila and mataas yung risk appetite nila. So for this, and then another benefit of index fund is mas mabilis siyang i-monitor, katulad ng sinasabi ni Zai na sumusunod lang rin siya sa takbo ng PSEI. So it's very easy and convenient for us na ay mataas yung index, pwede kang mag-transfer, or mababa yung index, pwede kang magdagdag. I think that's it.
Wow, thank you so much, Kat. So, ayan, no? So, pag may transaction history, you see there may deposit and then admin charges. So, dyan mo malaman magkano yung charges, or at least magkano ang kailangan niya ilagay para enforce ang kanyang policy. So, I will open the floor for questions. So, i-unmute ko all. So, any questions?
Thank you. I trust Fred more than I trust this.
Nako, ano ko lang, i-mute ko na lang ulit. So, okay. So, wow, thank you so much for your time. Kasi nag-extend na tayo. I hope everybody learned something and looking forward for our next meeting on Sunday. So, thank you, everybody. That's about it. So, closing statement. Let's hear it from Ms. Te. Sir James was not able to join. So, Te, any last words of advice, Te?
Wala akong ma-advise. Dili kailangan yung advice. Sobrang papuri. Sobrang galing.
Thank you, Te. We love you.
Grabe. Red Mahogany. Go. Sobrang galing nyo. And keep it up.
Thank you so much. This is actually a team effort, no? So, the reason that our meeting is very successful, there are people behind this. Actually, we have a ECQ core group from our unit. So we have si Kat handling and si Jeff handling our tech support, prepared our production updates. And then we have naman si Jen, Zai, and Jaisel. So muna, they're the sharers for this afternoon. And then what are the questions? So we got people from Cebu, from Lanao, and also from Iloilo. So represented everybody. So thank you very much. So have a wonderful time with your family and see you next Sunday. Unya kanang within the week kanang yeah, pwede kita mag-chat or mag-coaching. Okay? Thank you.
Bye, Jen. Thank you, Jen. Bye.
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 May leave. Last ko to leave.
Thank you, Carten. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Te. Bye.
Jeff.
Sige. Oh, Tits, naka-outfit change. Oh, bye. Bye, Auntie. Bye, Vince. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, bye-bye. Bye, Auntie G.
Here, okay.
Oh, yeah.